Walter, it's warming up. Come on, jazz hands. We're live. Look at that. Walter's doing jazz hand. He's doing jazz gun hands. Gorn hands. There you go. He's hypnotizing us. We are live. I hope you got your big girl panties on tonight. We are live. This is the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. I'm your host, Hank Strange. There's my co-host, Walter Keller Strange. What's going on, Walter?
Same old stuff, different day, you know. Yeah,
absolutely. I totally understand. This is episode 324, Walter. 324.
Holy cow.
Yes, and our special guest, she should be joining us soon. She's just getting off her own live podcast. It's not a podcast. I think it's her live address to the masses.
To the nation.
Yeah, she's on Facebook, and that is Lucretia Hughes. So she'll be coming on here in a second. And to our subject tonight, the question, will Trump be elected to second term? With Lucretia Hughes. That's our question. We will answer that and many other questions here in a minute.
The meaning of life.
Walter, just take some time. Think about your answer. I know you haven't really spent a lot of time thinking about it.
No, I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, much less.
Yeah. So Lucretia's coming on. Walter's here. We'll have some Gorn for you folks. Shout out to everyone out there. Please, guys, smash those thumbs ups right now, please. I have no idea how many people are watching us anymore. That's just something that the YouTube gods have decided to take away from us. Oh. I don't know how many people are watching. I'm imagining that there are millions and millions of people out there, watching us right now. Please hit the thumbs ups. Okay, make sure you're subscribed here to the Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded channel. If you're not subscribed, then hit that subscribe button and then hit the notification button and then hop around, dance, do a little jig, do a little dance. And maybe YouTube will choose to notify you. Yeah, when we post up stuff. So Walter's going to have some Gorn. I'm going to have some. There you go. What is that, Walter? What are you teasing us with right there?
Down the night, baby.
Remember, there's people listening to this on iTunes. Lots of folks listen to this on iTunes, actually, believe it or not.
Oh, so I can sing you audio. Do a little dance.
Yeah, all they get is the audio.
This is a mulot. Officially banned in all 50 states and U.S. territories. But
why is that?
Well, because, Trump put embargo stuff on Russian weapons. So,
okay.
Yeah. So, I bought this. Hell, that was last summer.
Oh yes, I remember now. Yes,
and,
it's coming back to me.
That shows you how much of a slump the gun business is in still. Because back in the old days when they banned stuff, in about a week's time, everything was bought up,
gone.
We just transferred a Russian shotgun to somebody else here, so the stuff must still be sitting in the warehouses. So yeah.
I think I saw somewhere, let me see, was it, I can't remember if it was a firearm blog or Truth About Guns about the slump. I think the number, here it goes. It's U.S. firearm sales down in 2018, according to NSSF.
National Shooting Sports Foundation.
Yes. They've released their estimates on firearm sales in 2018. While the overall numbers have fallen for the second straight year, it wasn't as sharp a decline as it was in 2017. They base their estimates on the FBI's National Instant Criminal Background Check System. How could there be such a thing, Walter? When people keep saying that, we need to close all the loopholes and this thing and that thing.
I got your loophole right here. I got your loophole.
For sure. There is such a thing. I don't even think we should have that crap, but there is such a thing. So according to Reuters and the NSSF, firearm sales were down 6.1%, with about 13.1 million firearms sold in 2018. And that number is still down from 2017 sales at 14 million. And I guess 2016 saw record numbers of firearms sold at 15.7 millions.
Good.
So
more the merrier.
Yeah. So are you, is that affecting you at all?
Well, that's not affecting me. What's affecting me is my ATF stuff. That's what's affecting me. If I wasn't in a kind of a holding pattern, I wouldn't. It's hard to say because, as soon as you just tell people they can't have something, they want it. Kind of. But then when they get the opportunity to buy it, they're like, well, my dog is sick. You know, so they don't buy anything. So we'll see what happens when we get to go. But
yeah, so we're still waiting on that, and we're waiting for Lucretia to set up.
Have you seen how much money they're getting for these PSLs now?
No. How much are they getting?
Okay, these guns used to be like $450 back in the day, you know, and that was on a good day. Some of these places were trying to get $3,000 for this thing.
Oh, really?
Because they started importing them again.
Oh, okay. What did you pay for yours? Do you remember?
This one here was put together from a kit.
Okay.
I bought a parts kit, and then I bought a receiver, and I had actually a professional AK builder assemble it for me.
Okay. Professional AK builder. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well,
was this AK builder Russian? Well, that's not considered professional.
And he's up in Tennessee. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. That's more professional.
It's Troy over at InRange C2.
Oh, okay.
But he knows what he's doing. He's got lots and lots of experience. So, yeah, they're getting crazy money for them. I don't know if they're actually selling them at $3,000, but wow, not me.
That's what they're asking for, right?
Yeah. If I got half of that, I'd probably be like happy as a pig in slop on this one.
Okay, but, so if anyone out there, so what are you saying, 1,500, 1,600?
Well, you know what? Come to think of it, I don't know if I should say it on air, but yeah, I do have another rifle in mind that I want to buy. So, and I actually have two of these. So,
okay, so you're looking to perhaps horse trade.
Well, I want to just sell it if I do it. There'll be no horse trading.
Well, there you go. Okay.
We'll see. I got to figure it out.
Yeah, I can't help you guys. I tried.
It's either that or an outboard motor. I got a nice 25 horse Evinrude sitting too. So,
you need an outboard. You have a boat?
I have an inflatable boat.
Oh, okay. It
hasn't been inflated for a while, but
okay. Well, that's what they all say.
What happens when it gets older, you know?
Yeah. They all say that. Okay, we're still waiting for Lucretia. We're gonna get to stuff here. Kathleen Music Lover says, Walter, you're frugal. That's just one of the things that Walter is that begins with an F.
Frugal. I don't know if I'd call myself frugal, Kathleen Music Lover. I'm because when I do have money to spend, I usually drop it in a second if I want.
Yeah,
something.
He's a baller on a budget right now.
Yeah, right now.
Out of that balling. Due to the ATF, of course, and that's not a joke.
That's no joke. That's no joke, Joe. I don't tell you no lie. No. If I see a rifle, normally I want, like when these came up, when these these Vepers were getting closed out, and one came up for 8 something, I dropped the dime on it just like that because I thought they'd be all gone by now. But the price hasn't went down, but they're still available. Certain. Yeah. You know. So.
Right. The Jew says when Walter sees a tank, he buys.
If it's the right price and I had the jack, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with a tank.
That's how it goes when you're hustling. You know, when you're hustling, sometimes you got money, sometimes
you got to have a little bit of. They got to look into the future and say, well, you know, if I get a good price on this, I can always get rid of it. So that's like the same thing.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you're just balling out. Like
remember all those remember all those $75 AKs, you guys. All those crappy, as I'd hear, who wants a Mac 90? Those things are shit. Well, if you would have bought a couple 100 cases of those, or even 5 or 6, and put them away, now you can pull $1,000 for a Mac 90 now with the right people.
Yeah. Right now you'd be balling instead of counting pennies.
Yeah, you know.
But that's how it goes. You're like buy low, sell high.
Right. If you got some extra money right now, just buy it. When you see some good deals on some PMags, buy some PMags. You see some good deals on some AR lowers, buy some AR lowers, put them in the closet, forget about them. Yeah.
I know Lola was throwing up this. That just reminds me, like Lola threw up a deal, I think, on some mags recently, but it was a rebate. And I know there were some people like, what? Rebate? That means I have to like pay money, then fill out something and send it in and wait to get the money back.
Yeah.
I know it's a little too old school for people nowadays.
Yeah. You can get some hellacious deals on ammo if you're willing to get a rebate. Yeah.
But buy those things when you can. I buy magazines. I buy ammo.
I've passed on deals lately because I haven't had extra shekels. So,
yeah, all of that stuff they're coming for. All of that stuff they're coming for. While we're waiting for Lucretia, she's probably having some setup issues. I saw her come in and out. So I don't want to get into the subject of conversation talking about whether or not Trump is going to be elected yet until we give Lucretia a chance to come on. But there's lots of people trying to take stuff away from us. Let's put it that way.
oh yeah. And for y'all people in Florida, or if you got friends in Florida, please pay attention what's going on. They're going to try to. I hate to say that Florida voters are not too intelligent most of the time, because they'll vote for a constitutional amendment without even knowing what the fuck it's about.
Yeah,
and they want to ban assault rifles in a constitutional amendment. Please, Florida, pay attention.
Well, because it seems to me like, and I just threw up some news.
They can't get it passed. That would not pass in the normal, because they have a new governor now. I don't think he'd sign that shit. Yeah. But not like the old one. But
well, the gun control that we have was put into effect by Republicans, and I seem to be the only, the only Republican gun guy in Florida who's mad about it. Maybe Walter's mad too.
I'm upset about it
too. Yeah, Babyface is mad too. But it's really crazy out there. I remember during SHOT Show, I was talking to the guys from Caltech.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they were pulling my leg or not, but they didn't even know that we had gun control laws in Florida.
Yeah, I can't.
So maybe
I can't believe they'd be that out of touch. But
yeah, it's possible. Anything's possible. People who don't believe in putting in quick detach QD points, Walter, you never know. You never know. I don't know if Walter even. Man, that was like such a good joke, and Walter just missed it.
I had to turn the air on, man. It's getting warm in here.
Yeah.
For all y'all in places where it's cold, I had to today it was like 81 or 2 here. I was perspiring in the shop today. That ain't natural in this time of year.
Yeah, I had to put the air conditioning down to like 76 degrees to get some air going in this place.
Yeah, I don't know if you hear that in the background.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad. Okay, so yes, so here's what this Truth About Guns article says. House and Senate Democrats introduce federal high-capacity magazine ban bill.
I mean,
and we were talking about stuff here in Florida. They're trying to do things here in Florida like assault weapons ban. We were talking about that yesterday. Go ahead, Walter.
Oh.
What are you breaking over there?
I don't know. Something must have fell down or something. I don't know where it's at.
Yeah. So here we go. This is from Dan Zimmerman. It says, as we noted yesterday, this will be a week chock full of anti-gun posturing, pronouncements, and virtue signaling. Thursday is the 1-year anniversary of the Parkland shooting. So the forces of gun control politicians, the anti-gun advocacy orgs, and their compliant media stenographers are pulling out all the stops. To wit, 2 federal legislators, Senator Bob Menendez of New Jersey and Rep. Ted Deutsch of Florida, what an idiot, introduced a federal magazine capacity limit bill today. The legislation, complete with an appropriately Orwellian title, would outlaw all magazines in the U.S. with a capacity of more than 10 rounds. And people out there like, oh, no, that's never going to happen. Lots of crazy shit has happened, people.
Pay attention.
Get mad. Wake up. You're not dreaming. This shit is real.
Tell you whoever represents you that you will do everything in your power to make sure they don't get elected.
Yeah. I mean, these people, it's insane what's going on. It's insane what's going on. They're like, and the hypocrisy. I get it. This is an anniversary of Parkland, and then they're going to roll out all these numbers.
All right, let me say one thing, and I'm going to say it one time. I don't care if it's the anniversary of Parkland.
I'm with you.
I didn't shoot it. I didn't shoot anybody. You didn't shoot anybody. Lucretia didn't shoot anybody. Nobody should be losing their rights because of that.
Yeah, absolutely not. And especially not when you're talking about people that think it's okay. Hey, what's up, Lucretia?
Oh, they can hear me. Sorry, Lola. We on live.
Yeah, we can hear you. How you doing?
You don't even want to know. I've literally been sitting here trying to figure out how to get on. I've been hearing y'all conversation. I've been reading everybody. Thank you for not giving up on me.
Oh, no, we will never give up on you. We'll never give up on you. Do we look like Democrats to you?
No, you don't look like Democrats.
Yeah. So
how many Democrats? No.
How many Democrats I know? Out of 117 family members, I'm the only conservative that's standing out. So it tells you a lot. The rest of them are Democrats or in the closet.
Well, God bless you for that, you know. So here's the thing I was going to say that's really, really hypocritical about these guys. They're talking about the kids in Parkland and these kids and that kids. I think they rolled out a number of like 1,000 kids since last year have died or whatever. Let's get them to roll out the number of how many kids have been aborted. How many babies aborted?
42 million people around the United States last year. 42 million people around the world last year alone was aborted babies. That was the highest killing thing last year. And this came out from the World Health Organization. 42 million babies was murdered.
Oh my God, that's depressing. That's a depressing stat.
And nobody wants to talk about it. And no one ever talks about the ramification of that female and what it does to her psychologically for years and years to come. So to me, I believe they're harvesting. I believe is very immoral, unethical, and I am totally against any kind of murder. And they're talking about murder now. So when is it going to stop? When they start coming after like people like you and me because we're so outspoken? Because they already got death panels. So our seniors, Cortez already said it. Once you're over 80, you need to be pushing up daisies.
Yeah. So do you have a link to those stats? I'm not questioning it. I just love to see those stats.
I am doing it right now.
Yeah. In 1970, the number of abortions in the U.S. Was 193,000 plus. Okay, so in 2015, 638,000. And the total since 1970, 45 million.
I'm putting the link up now.
That's on Wikipedia. So
you know what? In New York State alone, the babies that are aborted are Black. Half the babies that are aborted in New York State alone are Black folks. So when Black people say we want our fair share, why you ain't giving the babies a fair share? Will you please tell Tyrone and Lil Pookie, the one that Obama wants them to go ahead and vote for? Why don't you tell them to go wrap it up? It's not a contraceptive.
Yeah, it's it's really ridiculous, I think, the things that these guys are trying to put out there. Okay, you did put something here in the link. Let me pull that up. Yeah.
And that's the very first one that I pulled off Google. And that's from the Daily Wire. But it goes on and on and on. Yeah. It's over 13 million hits off just that.
Yeah, so the Daily Wire has this article, 42 million people, abortion killed 42 million people in 2018. Oh.
Well,
you know, I was seeing last year there was a very well-known she's part of the UN organization, and they went to a couple of countries in Africa saying that, you know, trying to bring abortion over there and also bringing some other things. And the leader said, you know what, we don't want that in our nation, and we don't want that in. You don't know what's best for our people, so don't come here trying to preach to us. Maybe if we quit allowing the Democrats to lie to us and murder us and stereotype us and put us in a box, maybe we can all get along. But of course, you know, Rodney Brown got beat too. Rodney got beat. So I don't think that's going to happen.
You're talking about Rodney King? King.
You know what? With the lies from Booker, from Kamala Harris, from Pocahontas, from all these people that's running in the Democratic Party, murder, no ICE, no weapons, no laws, no borders, no health care, no nothing. Like I said, we come first. We're not second-class citizens within our own nation. And the Democrats make sure they tell us that every day. We don't mean nothing but a wallet.
Yeah, they're trying to program us down. I did see, and I'm sure, Walter, you didn't see this, but I did see Kamala Harris on, I think it was one of the New York radio stations. She went on there and she was talking about quite a few things. And I had to stop watching it because the crap that she was talking about, oh, these babies that are being killed by guns and all the stuff that's happening in the inner cities and all that, and never ever mentioning all the abortions, the like genocide that's going on a mass level. If we really want to talk about things, if we really want to get real, Yeah, let's really get real and sit down and talk
Well,
about
won't
everything.
Kamala go ahead and start talking about all the black folks she got locked up? Let's go. Won't Kamala go ahead and tell us about the families that she destroyed with DNA evidence? Won't Kamala Harris really get down and dirty and stop claiming she's just black and she's trying to sweet talk herself or lay on her back to get into the White House? That's not going to happen. She's the furthest thing, just like Pocahontas. They ain't going to never see the inside of the White House sitting in the Oval Office.
I keep seeing where she's Indian.
She's not black.
Who's Indian?
Kamala Harris. She's Indian.
I believe she's, well, isn't she from the Caribbean? We have to pull up her Wikipedia.
She's Jamaican.
She's Jamaican. Okay, so then she's probably
black. Y'all need to stop that. You mean to tell me she had the same problems that you had growing up in the United States? She had the same problem that Lola had growing up in the United States. She had the same problem that my grandparents had, and I had growing up in the United States. She didn't. Then she just like Barack Hussein Obama. She privileged and mixed. Let's get it real, not true black. And
yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, I did grow up here, but I'm from the Caribbean. I'm not sure whether or not you know that. So, you know,
is your mom and dad from the Caribbean?
Yes, I was born in Guyana.
You're not Indian at all. So
I am Indian actually. I am Indian.
No, she's literally Indian, not how?
Yeah. Red dot, not feather. That's me.
No, I saw a picture.
Guess what? You're not black either. Sorry to bust your bubble.
Listen, all of that stuff's relative as far as I'm concerned. And just to listen, I'm not arguing with you, Lucretia. Just to set the record straight, Lola is African. Lola was literally she was born in Africa.
Smacking y'all in y'all face. You need to tell your sister to sit down. Okay, you need to call Kamala Harris. Say, yo, we from the same hood, girl. You need to stop showing yourself a fool. Maybe you need to call her. Y'all should be able to connect on some solar.
I don't think we can connect. I can't connect on any level with anyone that wants to disarm me. Like what she's talking about. If she's trying to, give a message to black people, the one message I don't want to hear is disarm. And that doesn't just go for me because I'm a black person. That goes for everyone. That goes for all Americans, all people around the world that want to be free. If we're looking at like 45 million people aborted on the planet last year, that's an actual thing that you have to worry about. How do you defend yourself from that when people tell you to get disarmed?
And it just came out 2 weeks ago that most of the crimes that are committed in the United States in the first place is with illegal weapons. But you got to understand, they don't care about your weapons. That's not what they really want. They want complete control. If you just, like you said, one of the topics we was talking about, thank God for our federal judges and the bump stock. And now everybody want to say free weed. We need to be free everywhere. Y'all ain't looking at the laws that they passing under while they passing that free marijuana all over the place. So you losing your Second Amendment right because you want to get high because you got high. Yeah. Think about it first.
So wait, hold on a second. There's people out there thinking they're going to get free weed.
Yeah.
They'll get it free.
Yeah. You ain't got no Democrats on your timeline.
No, I try to avoid. I mean, I read about them in the news. I don't. So not only you're not talking about making weed legal. You're talking about giving weed to the people free, right?
Free. In Colorado, I have a lot of people in Colorado, especially when it comes to Democrats and stuff. They are all for that. They want clinics to pop up on the fourth side of town, and I'm like, y'all done lost y'all mind. What is wrong with y'all? No.
I think it makes sense. If we were just talking about Indians. If you look at, I'm not saying this about all Native American Indians. I think there's some independent Native Indians out there. But if you look at a lot of communities within the Native American Indian community, there's a lot of people that are just out there living off the government teat, as it were, right?
No, most Native American reservations are the most impoverished, has the most addiction and most crime rates than any other community in the United States. The Native American people, oh my God, and you talking about, you think black people have it bad? At least we ain't cornered in a couple of mile radius. They are literally still on their reservation. And if you look at the documentaries and you talk to these people, they have no hope. No.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I think, well, listen, this right here is the smallest place for a lot of people. I think right in their mind is where a lot of people are enslaved. You know, and nowadays in America, it's a lot of people, man. There's a lot of folks out there that are getting caught up in this. That's why, I mean, we're kind of like jumping in here and getting sidetracked a little bit. I do want to talk about Kamala Harris and some other people out there. But the title of this, Lucretia, I don't know whether or not you saw that, was, is Trump going to get reelected in 2020? Does he get a second term? And we were waiting for you to come on, because I don't know if
I got my president back. I don't care about none of them trolls over there that's on your honey. Somebody said, I ain't gonna vote for Trump. We don't give a raspatouille. Honey, we got Democrats walking away. We just don't need your vote. Go vote for Cynthia McKinney, okay? We's gonna get Trump back up in there, honey. I'm gonna do everything I can. This man, promises kept, promises made. Oh, I'm sorry, he did one thing you didn't like. Oh, boo-boo, you so bad, you so bad. What about the Democrats? I didn't hear you shouting about them. I'm willing to give this man a whole nother 4 years, because no more bullshit. We need real talk and real walk, and that's Trump. Ooh, that was good.
There we go.
Hi, girl.
Yeah, I'm letting you get it out of your system. There's a whole bunch of things that we have to touch. I'll take comments and stuff like that.
I'm sure glad she gets to do it. Usually it's me doing that. You know?
Yeah, we'll take comments from everyone out there and let everyone get their let everyone get everything off their chest. But right now, I just want to hear from everyone at the beginning. So Lucretia spoke her piece on that. You said, what was that? I wasn't really 100% clear, Lucretia. Are you saying that yes, Trump is going to get reelected? Is that?
No, that's hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Who they they ain't got nobody. Who, Ernie? Pervert Joe? Nah, you ain't got nobody.
Creepy Joe? Creepy Joe Biden?
Creepy Joe? Nah, they ain't got. Who they got? Who they got out there? Nobody.
Well, that's what we're going to talk about after we get through this. Okay, Walter, I want to hear your official statement on whether or not Trump's going to get reelected.
I think he's got. I think he will. Because he's still drawing big crowds everywhere he goes. And he's still working on stuff, getting what he said he was going to get done. Now, the real test, he's got it. Lucretia, if you get a chance to talk to that man, tell him to stay away from this gun stuff, because the gun people won't vote for him if he screws with the guns.
I'm the same with you. Dude, I'm on the nominating committee for the NRA. I don't care if you don't like the NRA or not. Kiss my patookies. I am all straight for Second Amendment. I don't care what president, who it is. It could be Pence in 6, 8, 10, 15 years. Do not touch my Second Amendment. Just because Trump is the president now, it just depends. I'm a Republican, I'm a constitutionalist, and I'm a conservative. I don't care who's in the White House as long as we on the same side. Now, I'll push back against any Democrats because we see what they want. But at least this man, being our Republican nominee, is trying, and he's he walks the walk and talk the talk. No more bullshit. And we've been cuddling our society for so long, they don't know how to handle a real man.
I just noticed that you have that on the flag behind you. Yeah. Boom. Trump 2020, no more bullshit. Okay, Walter, did you get to finish your thought here, whether or not Trump's going to get reelected?
I think he will, because like Lucretia says, he's done more in the last couple years than all of them in the last 20 years have tried to do. So
okay,
and I think he will.
Okay, you think he will? Okay,
you know what? Hold on for a minute, fellas.
All right,
because they don't know me very well. They might have should have watched before, at least popped in on one of my shows. Look, honey, don't be sassy. President Trump, just because he's anti-Second Amendment, you know what? I ain't. And so I don't care what you say or how you say, all these guns floating around me ain't going nowhere. I'll protect me and mine first. I will always uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Bill of Rights. Because you don't like him, I don't care. But just because he don't like guns, I ain't getting rid of none of mine. So come after me, bro. I don't care what Trump stands for. He's the president. He doesn't run my house. And if I want my guns, I'm going to keep my damn guns.
Amen. Amen. Can't argue that. Can't argue that. Okay, so here's my thing, since we've all got to go on the record here about what we think. One of the things that I don't like that's coming out of the Trump White House is anything that's anti-Second Amendment myself. Those are the things that I don't like. That's where I'm like parting ways with the NRA. I think the NRA kind of opened the door to a lot of the anti-Second Amendment stuff that we have, not only here in Florida, but all over the country.
Make this announcement, Meg. I got to make it before some NRA person. I am not the damn spokesperson. Go ask Dan Bernardino or Dana. I speak for my dang on self. I nominate the board of directors, and some of this stuff that y'all talking about, sitting there listening and looking at the paperwork of what's really going on behind the scenes at the NRA, you either do that or you go up against a billionaire named Cuomo and Bloomfield, whatever his name. So if y'all don't know what's actually and who actually is attacking the NRA, fall back, quit listening to your little friends, and actually pay attention. When you getting threatened and getting sued and litigation out the yin yang in New York State, which is where the NRA operates from, you're gonna do everything you got. So if you can go up against a billionaire, which they really can't, then guess what? The NRA or us, it is comprised by members, Democrats, independents, and Republicans alike. The NRA isn't just for Republicans. It's for anybody that wants it. So I am not a spokesperson, but you better believe I'm gonna keep the NRA. At least they had the right and the nerve to be the oldest and one of the oldest civil rights organizations that protected Black folks before anybody else did.
Okay, and I think one of the things right now, we got to get some people out of there. I think there's some people in the NRA on the board that aren't. Yeah, they're not doing the right thing for the Second Amendment. Lucretia, let me just get my thing here.
It's a lot of politics. I'm learning things. It's a lot of politics when you get to that level. Sorry, folks.
Yeah. So, okay, let me get my what I think is going to happen here. So anyone who watches the show knows that, like, I'm not 100% on Trump's side at all. There's things that he does that I'm not, I don't totally agree with. But here's what I think. I think he is going to get reelected. If you ask me that question, yes or no, they're just doing too much.
They're going to
help him get reelected. In my opinion, they're doing a lot of things, setting themselves up. They're pushing people in America so far that people are beginning to. I think there's lots of people who already realize what's going on here, but there are a lot more people that they're recruiting with all the craziness, like the Ocasio-Cortezes and all that, and their support of those people. Yeah. Calling for 70% taxes, and you won't be able to drive anymore. You can't fly anywhere.
And then they don't want you to eat meat. You can't eat meat anymore.
Good luck with that.
Spartacus came out today and said that the world cannot sustain people that eats meat. And Connie, no, I don't know who Mac is. Sorry. That's 326 million people in the United States. There's a lot of people with podcasts.
Who's asking you about Mac?
Connie or somebody said, I guess Lucretia hasn't watched any Mac's video on the NRA. No. Yeah.
Mac is a gun guy, and he's very opposed to the NRA. I've spoken to him. Yeah, listen, we have different people coming on here. Not everyone is looking at the same lines of news and all that kind of stuff. So Lucretia is looking at this from a completely different point of view. She's obviously, as you heard her say, she's a gun person. Were you in the Army or something like that, Lucretia?
No, just dad, stepdad, Vietnam, World War II, son, Air Force, sister, Marines, brother, Marines, Army. And I had the flu and I aced my ASVAB, but I never went in.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, I think, we've got different people coming on here. Not everyone thinks exactly in the same lines as us.
We don't have to.
Yeah, we don't have to think that way.
Nobody thinks the same. And, there's an old saying, especially growing up, 80% is better than 20 any day. But we see a lot of people get involved in relationships where they giving 80 and the other one giving 20. I'll take 20. I'll take the 80 before the 20. So at least the man is doing what he said he's gonna do. Oh, but he don't get no props for that, do we? No. But Obama, Trump is a racist. I ain't gonna never vote for him because he's just a racist. The world is falling and coming to an end. Yeah. Tell me we had it better on Obama when we lost our muty rating, telling us about Fast and Furious, Benghazi, and everything else, and you think we had it good? We could have had Hillary, but some of y'all want her anyway. Too bad. She's still not your president.
Yeah, I'm really happy Hillary's not president.
It'd be really, the shithole would have got even shittier. She would have got elected.
Yeah, and FYI, if anyone wants to know, I voted for Trump the first time around, so whatevs. And I've never voted for Obama in either one of his terms. So
I did the first time. I did. I should have learned better. But
so how you let someone that's not from America, not like I didn't get bamboozled by that. How did you get bamboozled by Trump the first time?
I mean, Obama.
I'm sorry, not Obama.
He was black. He like Kamala Harris. He had that little bit of blood in him that said he was black. That's why I voted for him. His skin complexion. At least I'm honest with it. Until
you learned your lesson. You learned your lesson with that.
Very quick. We got our very first black gay president. Boom.
Lucretia's gonna drop a lot of bombs.
And secondly, his wife had bigger shoulders than he did. So,
hey, anybody see that package? I'm just saying.
Okay. Listen, I'm just gonna try to keep this.
Man, this is going good already. Boom! I don't even have to say anything.
Walter's happy. Last time you were on, Lucretia, I don't think you met Walter. Walter was in the chat. I think it was just
Walter.
How you doing, Lucretia?
I'm like this all the time. I do a show twice a day, so I can pretty much say what the heck is on my mind.
That's all right.
Yeah. So here's what I want to ask you guys. Since you're here, Lucretia, what did you think about the State of the Union?
Oh my goodness. That to me, if you've never been to a Trump rally, that's what a Trump rally is. The energy, bringing the best ones for me was the 3 World War II, the Holocaust survivor, also the World War II soldier that was part of the caravan to help get his parents from being gassed on that train. And then you had Miss Alice. And then you had the other guy and the children. But then when you span to the Democrat side, oh my God, it was good versus evil. That is what I saw. America, 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 and then Satan, hell, hell, hell. That's what I saw. Okay. Democrats is straight burning in hell. They couldn't even support, black unemployment rate, Chinese, Mexicans, all the positivity that has happened under Trump. They couldn't even clap for that. But all you had to do was look at the ringleader sitting behind him. I'm still trying to figure out what she was eating on. What was in her mouth?
She was trying to keep her false teeth from falling out.
Yeah, she was chewing on the cud.
Yeah, I thought her head was spin.
Yeah.
You know what? That was one of the biggest speeches of the year. And to have a lot of statesmen and a lot of leaders from around the world watch how disgraceful and how the Democrats was, I'm sorry, that does not represent the majority of the people of the United States. We don't go around acting like that. Now, you have some that do, but majority of the people in the United States are loving, kind people that just want to live their life.
And the government stay the hell out of their life.
Yes. Well, so they should. Why is the government so big and can't be efficient? I'm just going to leave it right there.
Yeah. Well, so now here's the thing. So under Obama, people said that people on the other side were, things got really toxic. Now, let's remember that there's a lot of people who voted for Obama that also voted for Trump. People need to understand that.
Because, they finally came to a realization they made a mistake.
Yeah, there's lots of people who did that. But a lot of people say, oh, there was all this toxicity, when Obama became president, because everyone hated that there was a black guy, even though there were a lot of white people that voted.
He got elected by white folk. He got elected by white folks.
So now no one seems to notice, but no one seems to notice all the toxicity that's out there in relation to Trump. I mean, it's amazing. Like, where the hell are people living? If you turn on the news right now, there's going to be something negative about Trump. If you look at the night shows and all that kind of stuff.
Of all newscasts, and since he's been president, 91% has been negative.
Yeah. Period. But what's funny, that State of the Union, I like the part where he said America will never be socialist.
No, they were all scowling then.
Amen to that.
And Bernie Sanders was the only ones left.
That was my favorite part, because there's no way in hell we should ever let America become so. If America really wants to become that, then America has to split or something. It's got to be us versus them.
No, there's plenty of, if you want to be a socialist, there's plenty of places you can go live and be unhappy.
Seriously, what do y'all think Agenda 21 and Agenda 30 is? It's all of that, socialism and communism. And that's exactly what professors are pushing on all these colleges nowadays. And when you having people that represent the United States that's making those laws, look at how they've been leaning. But when you have an anti-Semitite sitting up there, what else you expect to happen?
Yeah. Well, I have news for you. As you import more people who the only thing they know is socialism from south of the border, that's what they want to do. The more people you import that way, the more you're going to have this leading toward this.
It's not sustainable in the United States to have more than 50% of the people not working and on the government. We will crash and burn. We'll be a new Rome. We cannot continue to have $21 trillion in national debt that they're actually talking about, but then have over $100 trillion in unfunded liability, and they still printing money out of thin air. Last year alone, they literally spent $4.16 trillion. You ain't hearing about that, are you? How I know? Because I took a picture when I was up in Washington, D.C. I snuck it because they're not telling us exactly. That's why we don't have a balanced budget, because they can't balance it.
What were you doing in D.C.? What were you up to?
I was up there with a Girl and a Gun organization that they picked 2 women from every state in the union to go up there and lobby legislators for our Second Amendment rights. So I go up there and I talk to, oh my God, there was one in, I want to say Connecticut. I could have pulled my claws out. They,
you should have.
No, they're awful. Don't sit here and accept an agreement from women that are not victims, that are not numbers on somebody's death sheet, that's sitting here telling you their stories. Don't sit here and pick up your phone and pretend like you're not hearing us. Then you're wasting our time.
Oh, okay. Do you remember who that was? Was it a representative in Congress from Connecticut?
Yeah, it was a senator.
Senator. Okay.
Well, look at my pictures. That's all I'm gonna say. We either did this in front of their offices, or we did that in front of their offices.
Okay.
Had very nasty attitude. The blue states had very bad attitude problems when it comes to talking about the Second Amendment.
Okay, where can people find this? Just like let people know where they can find these pictures.
Well, actually, it's on my Facebook page. I put up everything uploaded on my Facebook page. I actually did a couple of videos on YouTube while I was up there, but the organization is called A Girl and a Gun. So it's a great female organization, and it's just for women.
Okay, and people can find your Facebook page by searching.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Lucretia Hughes, right?
Use my real name. I am who I am. So it's Lucretia Hughes or Lucretia Hughes page. My videos are there. And then go to Facebook, YouTube also. It's Lucretia Hughes. I'm the black one, not the white one.
Okay.
Has Facebook ever shut you down?
I've been in a holding cell, because holding cells, we get very cold bologna sandwiches, and they don't give us no shirts. So I'm walking around with highlights. So I've been in a holding cell before, but never locked down.
Oh, okay. No, but wait, was that Facebook or?
Yes, Facebook. Facebook give you a slap on the hand and
say,
you got 3 days. So I've been in a 3-day hold.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. There's some people asking, who is this? Warsaw Patriot wants to know if we got to support Trump, why is Trump wanting to nominate William Bill Barr as Attorney General again? Barr murdered a man's family, Ruby Ridge. And there's lots of evidence out there pointing to him being anti-gun.
How you gonna ask Hank Strange something like that? It ain't like he makes the rules. It ain't like he's picking the people. Won't you actually call those people and say, hey, why you pick that person? You ever think of that? Like actually getting involved and letting your senators and congressmen know that you don't approve of that? It takes 10 phone calls. 1 phone call equals 200 people. Did you not know that either? Why ask us questions that we can't answer? I'm just asking.
Yeah. So what do you think is the best way, Lucretia, for people to make their voice heard out there? I think you're bringing up a good point that, I was talking to someone else that said that there's more that we have to do other than just like voicing our angst on social media. There's things that we can actually do.
Like you doing, get out there on the front line and ain't scared to speak up and speak out. Do like I'm doing, take a leap of faith and get out there and actually voice your opinion and concern. Number 1, get in contact with a mass meeting in your state. Right now is when political parties start with everything. We just had our mass meeting. If you really want to get involved and change the politics and quit complaining about it, then get to the meetings and participate. That is how you do it. By staying on the outside yelling, they ain't giving a dang about you. Actually pull that chair out and sit down at the table.
Right. Okay.
That's how you get started. And then you get out there on the front line and you do what we doing. There ain't nobody paying me. I am literally buy the t-shirt like Hank does. We market ourselves. No one pays us to get out here to make sure that you know what's going on in the United States. Then you should be able to do it too. Pick up the phone and call instead of complaining. Enough complaining. The Dems are very good at that. Bring some solutions to implement at the table.
Yeah. Okay, good. Walter,
it's simple. $400. Run for office. Run for your state senate. Run for your commission seat. Run for your school board. Run, run, run. Get up, stand up, and shut up. How about that? Do something other than a Facebook or YouTube gangster. If I can run for a House seat, then you should be able to run too. Who cares if you don't win? At least they know your name.
Yeah, I think we need more people getting involved. I think we need more people doing it. For the passionate gun guys out there, for the people who really believe in the Second Amendment, let's realize that we have lots of politicians going up to represent us that say they believe in the Second Amendment, the Constitution, that they're gun people or whatever, and they're not. So if you feel that passion deep in your heart, okay, and you qualify to run for office, you need to do that. That's the thing that we need out there. We need people to actually stand up and do something.
The NRA. The NRA ain't the only gun organization. Every state has a local organization or their own organization. Get involved with those chapters. But sitting here complaining about it ain't doing a damn thing about it. And why are you a grown person complaining in the first place? It's called adulting. Multitask. Figure it out.
Right. So let's what do you think about the GOA, by the way? Have you heard of the GOA?
What's the GOA?
Gun Owners of America.
I have actually heard of them. I don't know how to get in contact with them. Actually, that's not an organization I was looking into, but I have heard of them, just like the Georgia Gun Association. I love them too, because I know a lot of people in it.
Yeah. By the way, guys, I met Lucretia face to face at a rally. She's from Georgia. I met her at a rally in Tallahassee, in Florida, for the Second Amendment. A lot of frickin' Floridians were not there. Lucretia was there.
I drove 6 hours.
Yeah, I'm just saying. There's a lot of real badass gun guys out there. You know, lots of people who say they believe in the Second Amendment and all that kind of rah stuff. Didn't see your asses there. I did actually see Lucretia there from Georgia, driving down to do something about it. Just FYI, just like a little information. I know there's some people that might be watching this and they don't like this thing or that thing or whatever. We're having a conversation. A conversation means that people don't 100% agree with each other. And I think that's fine. But one thing that I could tell you, that's how I actually met Lucretia, out there on the steps, okay, of the Capitol in Tallahassee, when there were a lot of people here in Florida that talk a lot of shit, and I didn't see them up there. So it's just,
and plus, give
you perspective.
I love my guns, but I pay attention to a lot of this. I'm not a new kid on the block. I am legislators. I go after policy. I pay attention to what's going on in the hopper right now in your state. They are making laws now. You need to figure out what's in the hopper. I stay involved. If you're passionate about anything, you'll figure out a way to do what you got to do. And I had a Nissan Sentra with 250,000 miles on it. Drove all the way from Winder, Georgia to Tallahassee, Florida, round trip by myself. And if I can do it, what's your excuse? Instead of sitting here trying to insult us. I don't get it, trolls. And yes, there's a couple of trolls in here.
Connie Lingus wants to know if you smacked me around.
No, I don't.
Did you smack me around? Actually, she actually knew who I was, which was funny. To me. Huh?
Why is that funny?
Because I don't expect people to know who I am at all.
That tells me when I look at you, I'm looking at someone that knows a lot of things, someone that I will look into to get information so I can do my own research. What topic is hot when it comes to the Second Amendment? What issues that need to be brought out? And actually, I look at you, I take some of the stuff you say, and I'm like, Jody Heiss, U.S. Congressman, did you know about this? I'm quick to call my legislators because I got them on speed dial. Can you check this out for me? And that's what I do to let other people know, because I take cues from you and a lot of people in the gun in the Second Amendment movement, and I let other people know what's going on. So I take my research from you, the warning signals and everything else, and I blast it all over Facebook and social media. Thank you. That's appreciated. That's why I think everyone needs to stand up and have something to say about this. We're not all going to come from the same place. Like, I need people to realize that, accept that a little bit. We're not all going to come from the same place, but we all need to stand up and definitely say things. Okay.
Let me see. There's some other things I want to go on. Did we cover the State of the Union enough? I know it was like last week, so I think
Trump. Trump. Your people gonna get tired of me. Trump.
I didn't watch it, but I heard it's a kind of I mean, yes, everybody said he knocked it out of the park with his speech. He was pandering.
He had a 76% approval rate.
Yeah, and he was pandering to certain groups, and which is typical politics. I mean, that's not.
But first, the second paragraph out of his mouth was compromise. To walk over the aisle, you should have seen the stink faces. So he sat there and multiple times in his speech, he kept saying unity, come together, compromise, it's always about the USA and its citizens and America. And that's why, and stink face from the Democrats.
And I think Trump has tried to compromise. He's not just saying that. Some of the things he's compromising on, I'm not happy about. I don't want any compromises when it comes to the Second Amendment.
No.
Be really very clear about that.
That was one of his campaign promises too.
And then I think I told you then, I said, dude, this is going to be caught up in the courts for so long. Bump stocks. Y'all mad at those. Y'all mad at that. And y'all ain't saying nothing about them, outlawing 10 clips with, seriously, that's what y'all mad at. Y'all mad at bump stocks that you don't use, but you ain't saying nothing about those clips that hold 10 rounds.
Well, okay, most of the people here, we're mad about everything. We don't want 10-round magazines. We don't want bans on bump stocks. We don't want any of that kind of stuff.
Well,
we don't want tax on ammo.
And that wasn't going to uphold anything that attacks the Constitution. So now they're doing it the slick way. You want your weed? You want to have legalized? Then guess what we're going to do for you?
I agree with you on that. And a lot of people.
Amendment whatsoever.
And right there on the 4473, if you smoke weed, you can't own a gun. So
I don't care if it's called clips or magazines, as white gun owners out there. Shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying?
Is someone trying to educate you on magazines, not clips?
Yeah, I guess I should with my gun turned sideways too, with my hand on my dick. Shut up, serious?
How does it feel? No, forget it. Don't answer that.
They heavier than Michelle's. Boom.
Crazy, you got any blood? You got high blood pressure medicine, or you just?
No, I don't have high blood pressure.
Oh, okay.
But Lord, you really want to see me pissed? You don't want to see that. I'm like an old school mom. Okay.
Oh boy.
You throw a shoe at somebody. Whoa.
Hope a flip flop don't hit your head. Yes, I was one of those.
Oh boy. I think. Yeah. Listen, if you guys don't know what happens, should we have like extra warnings when Lucretia comes on? I don't know. Just let me know.
If people don't eat or drink during this segment at all.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm used to it.
Somebody's shirt messed up right now. I'm just saying they had to wipe their screen.
Yeah. So one quick thing before we get off the State of the Union. I'm not trying to push it here. Okay, the white dresses. What did you think about the white dresses? The State
the
of the Union
outfits. Oh, that's the 2019 Klan outfit, honey. They should have strut themselves on the catwalk. I was just looking for the hoods.
Yeah, all they needed was some pillowcases over their heads, and
they didn't need pillowcases. They needed hoods. Okay, just hoods.
Yeah. That was crazy. Don't you think? What made them decide? What made them decide? Like
Nancy Pelosi made them decide.
Was that Pelosi's idea?
Yes, you didn't see her up in the back and stuff, trying to cue them when to stand and when to sit and what to say and what not to say. Yeah, she's.
What is that? So, what was her clapping all about? Is that how you clap when you see yourself as queen of the world?
She's a heifer. She's a heifer with a capital H. That's what Nancy Pelosi is. She's been in power so long, she can't even. Her liquor bill is $140,000 a year. What's she drinking? Is that why she can't speak? Probably why she's chewing on her tongue. I'm still trying to figure out why she ain't taking no drug tests. Why they don't drug test them or medical test them like they do the president? I need to see her taxes.
Yeah. So
you cannot be. I would like this old saying say, I would rather trust and believe in a billionaire than a politician who becomes a millionaire. That don't make no sense to me. What rules and laws are you breaking because you only make $174,000 a year? How you a millionaire in less than 10 or more? And Nancy Pelosi is worth $190 million.
Yeah. So here's my thing. And these people want to, like, the taxes and everything like that they want to put. I wonder if they realize, like, all the people who are down with that in our society, not just the politicians, not just like crazy ass googly eyes Ocasio-Cortez, but even, you know, the actors and entertainers and people in the media and all that kind of stuff out there that believe in those taxes. You can, at any time you want to, when you do your taxes, voluntarily give up 70% or 80%, 90% of whatever you want, right? Why don't those people just do it if they think that somehow writing this check off to the government is going to help something?
Because they ain't paying for it. That's why they want to just pay for it. Well, how we going to pay for it, ma'am? Quantitative easing didn't work. So how we paying for it, ma'am? Well, we're gonna tax all the rich folks. Nancy Pelosi's like, you better sit your ass down. I ain't giving them nothing. Bartenders need to go ahead and be a bartender again. Make bartending great again. I need a Long Island iced tea top shelf. Somebody tell her that.
Yeah. So what did you think about? So I saw the people from the Supreme Court were there, but was
she dead? Is Ruth dead yet? Anybody seen Ruth?
Yeah.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Where you at, girl?
Yeah. So you think that she's not here with us on the planet anymore? But
no, I think she's still here, and I think they're gonna keep her on life support until Trump leaves office. She's gonna be the oldest living person walking ever. She don't walk. She can't even sit up straight. But she gonna be still living in about 10 years. He ain't getting no 3-pick. This ain't gonna be like the Kentucky Derby, okay?
Yeah.
I got seriously laughing.
I think. Listen, we've got like an election in 2020, and obviously, I don't know if they can keep her. I don't know if they can keep her
That's going to be
life support that long. Yeah, I mean, that state deteriorates really fast. So I'm going to say maybe 3 to 6 months, and they're going to have to fess up.
Well, somebody said they saw her. There was a rare sighting of, Ginsburg over the weekend. Do I see no pictures? But they said they did see her. I don't know where they saw her.
Essentially, she walks a mile a day.
She can't sit up straight. Where's she walking?
A mile a day.
She can barely
there were all the camemoers in America.
There's supposed to be some documentary being made was made about her or something.
Yeah, I don't care about sex with Ruth. That's just like you remember that old other white woman that used to always talk about dinglings? What was on Dr. Ruth? I don't need 2 Ruths talking about sex, especially when you over 70. Ain't that dry down there? It's like
not when I hit 70, it's still gonna be juicy. I don't know about anybody else.
Well, y'all men stay juicy, just like y'all just popping out babies at 100. They just like dust bowl. Y'all, yeah.
I'm not a woman, so but I would assume if you keep, if you stay in practice, everything should be fine.
No. Sometimes it just how we get on sex.
I don't know. That's your dirty mind, Lucretia, not mine, not me. That's not my fault.
There is a movie out called Sex with Ruth.
Yeah, see, you're the one that said it. You're the one that said it.
It was Walter. Walter?
What? Walter didn't say anything. He was eating.
I'm just listening. That's all I'm doing. I'm getting educated.
Yeah, Walter is just along for the ride at this point. James Miller says, TMI, too much information, Hank.
But it's the truth. It's not a conspiracy if there's a little truth behind it. Hey.
Yeah, Kathleen Music Lover says, spit out my coffee.
Don't drink anything watching me. Sorry.
Dust Bowl.
Yeah, Connie Linga says, Dust Bowl, a great blues song. And DC2 Mega Boost says, #juicy. Keep America juicy again.
Look, please don't keep America juicy. If I have to walk in the mall behind somebody else with juicy stamped on their ass, I'm gonna kick it. Okay? Don't wear pants with stuff on the back of this. Prince video chap outs.
Okay? Not unless you're looking for somebody to work that backside. Don't go
on to Peachtree Street with that extra holes in Atlanta. Super Bowl over. Y'all need to go home.
Okay, all right, let's okay, what do you think about all the different Democrats that we have step up already that are going to run for president? What do you think? Who do we have? We've got
known Muslim Brotherhood. I don't know him. That tells you he's irrelevant. How you a Muslim Brotherhood and you running for president of the United States?
Who's the Muslim Brotherhood? Who are you talking about?
His name. They grooming him. He's making his announcement in the next month. He's sexy now. Don't get me wrong. He got that mysterious look by him, but he's straight up Muslim Brotherhood.
I have to know who you're talking about.
I'm gonna get his name and send it to you.
So is Barack Obama, straight up Muslim Brotherhood.
Yeah.
We'll see what they got us. But seriously, there's a new woman that came out yesterday. She's a guru. She's a guru for Oprah Winfrey. Then the really mean senator, some chick, she stood out, said it was global warming in a snowstorm. Yeah, that didn't look right. What is wrong with them?
Yeah.
Honest, who is whiter than my boyfriend. I ain't still that one out yet. You ain't mixed with nothing. What? Y'all just, that's inbred.
Hold on a second. What did you just say? Is your boyfriend a white guy?
Yes,
not that it matters. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, I just got divorced from a black dude after 13 years. I was like, you know what? I've been black all my life. Let me give a little vanilla a chance.
When did you get divorced recently?
Yeah, like last week.
Last week?
Dude, it was a long time coming.
His name's not Rob Pincus, is it?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Were you married to Pincus and I didn't know about it?
No,
because Pincus just got divorced for like the 4th time.
No, that was not me.
Yeah.
But
okay. All right. So you got yourself a white guy. Nothing wrong with that.
No, yeah. I got somebody. I got my partner in life.
Oh, okay.
Like I told my mom, once the lights go off, hey, you can't tell the difference.
No, yeah. Listen, I don't discriminate when it comes to the bouquet, so I don't expect anybody else to. Yeah, no discrimination. Yeah, why be lonely when you don't have to be?
Well, you know what? If a guy can be there for your lowest moment in your life and not run away, he's a keeper, lady. And if you can share a bed for 5 days with sweaty butt cheeks, running 103 fever, then you have found your match, and I found mine.
Okay, awesome. Congratulations on that. True love is hard to find, especially when there's sweaty butt cheeks involved.
What you talking about?
And you didn't cause the sweaty butt cheeks, so that's even.
No, I did not cause. He's saying I got it from when I went to go speak at for the Build the Wall Foundation up in Washington.
Oh yeah, DC will make you sick. Yeah, I believe that.
Supposed to smell ammonia coming out the air vents on the airplane. I think that's where I got the flu from, and I've never. It took 5 days out of my life was a blur. I don't know what happened. So there.
Yeah.
And now that you found out, it's an epidemic around the nation. So if you got the flu, sit your butt home. No Walmarts, no churches. I don't need to see you at Kroger. You better not be standing in line at McDonald's. I'm a throat punch anybody that coughs anywhere near me from now on.
Well, what did you do when you were on the plane? You went on the plane, walked around DC, came back, gave it to your new boyfriend. If he becomes a zombie a couple of days from now, it's all your fault.
He's already had it. He's literally, He took me to the hospital, took me to the doctor, the woman. Less than a minute, she diagnosed me by swabbing that up my throat. She said, nose. Less than a minute, she said, you got the flu. And a day later, he had the flu too. So there you go.
Okay. All right. Someone's trying to hook you up with Rob Pincus. Pincus can't handle you. He would not. You would definitely be his last wife. He would not survive that marriage. Okay.
I think I'm a supportive person. I'm a good woman.
I'm not saying that. That's not the reason. That's not the reason. I don't think Pincus can't handle this much opinion.
What? Yeah, I do. You know what? I mesh well. So people always say, is he submissive? Not by a long shot. I have to tell him to stop cussing. I'm like, dude, did you say that? Yeah, he's not.
Okay. Yeah. That's
he just got my back.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. You mentioned the wall. What do you think about the wall?
Build the wall. 10 feet, 20 feet, 100 feet tall. Build the wall. There's no reason why we're paying $116 billion in subsidies to these illegal immigrants. Not only that, we're paying for their school, their food, their housing, their clothing, and we can't even get it for our veterans, our
old people,
kids, or our elders. So why are we second-class citizens in our own damn nation? And we're paying for that. Build the wall.
Okay. All right. There you go. Now, me personally, I think the wall's like a huge boondoggle. We're all chasing that. I think we need to do something about immigration for sure. Huh?
You ever been to prison?
Have I ever been to prison? No.
Yeah. Walls work.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I'm not going to argue with that. Now, Beto O'Rourke, there's a clip from him going around where he says that walls don't work, walls don't save lives.
You talking about last night?
Yes, like because he was doing a counter protest to Trump, right?
How many people were there in his counter protest?
About 200 people. Waving
Thank you. That's it. Finished. Over. Done.
Yeah.
Waving the how you waving the Mexican flag?
That's treason.
Come on, Vito. Even on the stage behind him, everywhere. The Mexican flag was bigger than American flag.
By the way, Red Bear says build a wall, deport them all.
Hey, I ain't got you.
There you go.
At all.
There you go. There you go, man.
So Beto says now, like I'm just telling you my opinion, right? Like of what I think about the wall and everything. I think we need definitely border security. I think we need to get one rule for immigration in America. And I'm someone who immigrated to America. And I think we need to clean all that up. There's too many different rules, too many different lines. But when he says that walls don't save lives, that's bullshit. And that's why I'm telling you that I think they're really, I was looking at Louder with Crowder, and he was saying the same thing, that Democrats are just giving gifts to Trump right now. They're just helping Trump get reelected. Because we can sit here right now and list walls that save lives.
You should ride around my neighborhood.
Switzerland just completed their wall. Guess where their crime rate is? Just saying, walls work. You tell me you traveled to Mexico and hop over the border and see how far you get. Ask the Marine that was locked up for taking the wrong way.
We got a gun too, but yeah, you're trying to get back.
Yeah, but look at this. The walls around your property, if you have walls, even fences or whatever, they save lives. The walls for your house. There's not a lot of people out there living in houses without walls. You know.
Yeah, coming in under the ground, the tunnels. C4 of those too. Somebody dropped some C4 in those holes they keep finding along the border. Where is all these people digging and how they get that much time?
But here's the thing. I'm telling you, we can name walls that save people's lives all the time. Seawalls. Have you ever heard of seawalls? Because that saves a lot of lives right there.
It was for erosion.
It saves people from eroding in the ocean.
Keep the country from eroding.
Yeah. What about those barriers? Those barriers you have on the highway. There's a ton of things in life where walls save lives. So the idea that he had that walls don't save lives, that's bullshit.
He looked like he was high last night. Come on, Beto looked like he was high and he needed to go take a dump. It's like, dude, what you holding on? You got to fart, let it out. Ain't nobody gonna hear it because ain't nobody listening. He looked like he was either high or he had to go to the bathroom. I couldn't pay attention because he's stupid there.
Right.
And why are you bringing all these losers out to talk against Trump? You lost Stacey Abrams. We don't need to hear nothing else coming between your gap teeth. Go sit down somewhere. Y'all need to quit bringing all these.
Lucretia, she's eating corn through a picket fence.
Yeah, she's a liar. Well, that's what my mama said anyway. Anybody with a gap don't believe half the stuff that comes out of their mouth.
Oh dear, I'm sure glad that came from you.
That came from my mama because my auntie got a gap. Sorry, Vet.
Yeah. Okay, so Ronald Hotboy says every life comes from a wall.
Hey, I like that actually.
That's technically biologically true.
Because y'all got to get over that wall.
Yeah. So the idea that walls don't save lives, they save people all the time, man. So that's some people seconding the fact that you said the Beto was high. Okay, Cory Booker, he's running right now. He's announced already.
I didn't say Beto was hot. I said he was high.
High.
Different.
High. Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah, high.
Beto.
Yeah.
He's a wannabe Mexican, honey. He's straight white, just like Fake Honey. That's what we gonna call him.
Yeah, he's an Irishman.
Ain't that white? Just asking. Ain't that white?
Yeah. So Cory Booker is gonna run. What do you think about Cory Booker?
I am Spartacus.
Yeah, Cory Booker is faker than Obama. If that's possible.
Off men nut sacks in the bathroom.
Wait, hold on. I missed that.
Say that again.
Wait.
Well, allegedly, Booker was accused by a gay guy that he grabbed him in the men's bathroom. Booker don't know.
I remember that. Yeah.
Nut sacks. He's Spartacus. What you expect?
Yeah, do like in Rome, do like the Romans do, right? Or Greece or whatever, you know.
Yeah. No. Come on. No.
Yeah, the pants says my house has walls. It's raining sideways outside, but not inside. Hashtag walls work.
They being petty now. Walls work. We know.
I want you guys to list all the walls right now in the chat. This is the question of the day. Tell us walls that save lives, walls that work. List them. There's a ton of them. Sugar walls bring pleasure.
USP Atlanta works.
Yeah, I think sugar walls bring pleasure. Which probably saves lives.
Walls.
Sugar wall. Oh, you don't know what sugar? Oh, you're gonna have to look up sugar walls because I'm not telling you.
Okay,
you don't know. It's the same. You look up sugar walls. You never heard that? You never heard that? Okay, fine. Let me move on.
Term explain of what you just say for JJ. Are very tight and easily make a man. It's called Kegel exercises. What you talk about?
Yeah, get up on those Kegel squats. Do it. Sam Ransom says Great Wall of China. The Jew says vaginal walls.
Too.
I have some jambalaya to eat. That's people ask me what I'm eating, so some jambalaya.
Yeah, Big Cliff says prison walls.
Prison walls, USP Atlanta.
Hey, ask the old Pope. He's got huge ass 20-foot walls around his place.
Yeah. Ask Nancy Pelosi. Yeah. She's got walls around her place.
Yeah. Let's see. Zeus says walls workwear. Walls workwear. Is that the name of a thing? Yes. Warthog says protecting the Pope with the walls of the Vatican. Good one. Hospital walls.
Great Wall of China.
Yeah. Chihuahua Choker says Sheena Easton sugar walls. Did Sheena Easton do a song called Sugar Walls? Really?
She did.
Oh, I gotta check that out. Pixamite One says the Wailing Wall.
Yeah.
So there you go. So there you go.
Archangel schools have wall, but sometimes they don't work, especially in Broward County.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't work there, including the sheriffs.
Ooh, I thought he got fired.
Yeah.
Didn't he have to step down?
He was fired by our new governor.
Did not know who Israel was. He was the mouthpiece for Obama administration and also the UN when it comes to the Sheriff Association of America. Please tell me you knew that.
He's a bootlicker. What he is.
Wow, he was. That was corrupt.
You see all those pictures with Hillary Clinton and all that stuff.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Very corrupt.
So, okay, let's see who else is running. Let's see. I'm trying to see who I recognize. Gabbard. Who's that? Gabbard. That sounds familiar.
The mean senator. The lady.
No, she was from Arizona, the one that got shot.
Gabbard is Gabbard.
Her husband is going to run for the office, the seat of what's his face who died.
No, that's someone else. Yeah. But that's not Gabbard. Gabbard is someone else. Gillibrand is running. Kamala Harris is running. Apparently, did she announce? Did she actually announce that she was running?
She announced, and the very first things that came out was identity politics. Very first thing that came out of Kamala Harris' mouth was identity politics, attacking men, attacking the family. So you know what? She didn't say nothing to Mr. Slick Willie Brown, who she laid on her back for and got on her knees.
Yeah.
We had to give her a pass on that too.
Oh yeah, it's not who you know, it's who you blow, baby.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So Warren is running. Pocahontas.
Yeah, Pocahontas, as I call her.
Yeah. Okay, so that's who's we've got.
No, tell me somebody. We really need to stop bouncing away from Pocahontas. How is she not? She should be in jail. That's stolen identity. Not only that, you made 400 being somebody that you wasn't, and then you expected to run on it. How is this all legal? How is any of this legal?
I don't know. I think people are just conveniently forgiving people. It's a lot like what you saw happening in Virginia, right? What do you think about what's going on in Virginia with the blackface, by the way? Let's hear it.
You caring more about a blackface than this man saying, yeah, birth that baby, we're gonna sit over there in the corner and kill it. Is that what you mad about? Is blackface when they murdering babies that's been born? That's I can't. The governor is a murderer. The lieutenant governor is an accused rapist. We go on and on. The Democratic Party is a hot mess right now. And
Yeah, but they're able to forgive themselves. And I think you were talking about what is it with Pocahontas that people are forgiving her. I think, if it depends on what you have behind your name. If you have a D on there, they're willing to forgive you. Oh, yeah. If you have an R, it's no forgiveness.
But that's hypocritical to me, especially when you have somebody like Kavanaugh who was non-biased in the first dang on place. And wow, the way they did him and his family, a good godly man like that, who has had no strikes against him all his life, who was one of those geeks that they trap a keeper from high school, and they destroyed his family in front of him and in front of the nation, and all of a sudden they quiet. Not only did they destroy Kavanaugh, they could have destroyed you, my kids, my grandsons, and my sons because of the lynch mob mentality they had against all men, and it was all men.
Camilla and Corey and
yeah, everybody was getting a piece of that. Oh, yeah. Now those people don't have shit to say.
No. They don't think
when it comes to Virginia. Yeah.
Wow, that's sad. But that's the Democratic Party. So if their followers keep following them, like I said, I won't debate about certain key issues, and that's God, family, country. And one thing that the Democrats are very good at attacking is God, family, country. So the Democrats will never speak for me again. And when you think that it's okay to murder a child, and I don't care who you are, you can't say nothing to me in the first place. You have no morals or no values or integrity to even get on my level. I won't talk to a person that thinks abortion is okay. I will walk away from them.
Yeah. So Bricks wants to know what are we going to say when the bones come out of the Republican Party?
Well, bring it out. Say it all the time. What the hell you
doing? Yeah, that stuff comes out all the time. By the way, I think Lucretia just said that she doesn't think what's going on in Virginia in terms of like blackface and all that is as important as what they're doing when it comes to aborting children and all that. So
did you know those black pastors that had a photo op with Northam yesterday? Oh, we forgive them. Y'all got to forgive Northam because of the black faith. We the pastors. Come on.
Look at here. It's all about the money.
It's all hypocritical. And they flock straight to hell right along with them. These are the same pastors that say they quote from the Bible, won't speak out against anything that the Bible say is wrong. They're trying to make the Bible conform with society instead of society conforming with God's word.
Yeah. So, and here's the thing, in terms of the lieutenant governor that's accused of sexual assault, rape. Rape. There's not, like you saw before with Kavanaugh, investigations and all those kinds of things going on. I'm not telling you whether or not someone's guilty. We're just not seeing equal treatment happening right now, and that's what's going on. I think that Republicans, there's always stuff coming up, and if you're caught, let me tell you, if there's a Republican caught out there that his yearbook picture has one person is in blackface and the other person is in a Ku Klux Klan outfit, that guy's pretty much done. He's toast.
Well, he's not going to step down. He's not going to step down.
So that's the bottom line of that.
Republicans, just be front up with it. You did it. Yeah, I slept with that one. Yeah, I did that too. Do it like the Democrats. Well, what you going to do about it now? We admit it.
Well, I've always said that. The easiest, if somebody comes out with something, if I was a politician and said, "Oh, you smoke pot or did drugs," I said, "Yeah."
That's simple. They can't do anything else. I can't.
What else you got? What else you got? And instead of denying it and making all these stories up, yeah, I did. So what? Next.
That's all. But they don't ever want to own up to anything, ever. And number one, the Republicans need to know how to snap back and fight back. There's some wimps. There's a lot of wimps in the Republican Party. Take anything lying down. We gotta be mature. But bump that. They just accused you of raping a child, and you won't keep your mouth closed. Throat punch. If I'm innocent, I ain't going down without a fight.
Well, that's why I get. Oh, Trump's not presidential. Well, he's not going to let people talk shit about him. That's just the way it is. They're not going to let people talk crap about his family.
Well, the presidents.
Yeah, look what they did. They did nothing.
Nothing. Oh, they did a lot. Fundamentally changed American aid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So at the risk of going back to Trump one more time, did you guys see this article about the cartoonist that he drew like a cartoon panel, like a political cartoon panel, and inside of that, I guess he says that he meant to remove it, but inside of that he had the words Trump, go fuck yourself.
Oh, you're talking
about that
on CNN and MSNBC, NBC, ABS, and all the rest of them. They say the same thing. They just don't say it in those words.
Yeah, well, this guy did it. It got out there. I think he got fired from his thing. But what do you guys think would have happened if, like, someone had done that same thing? Let's say with who was the president last?
Obama.
There'd be a lynching.
It'd have been Ferguson all over again. It'd be on the south side of Walhalla, West Virginia. That's what it'd happen.
Yeah.
Be riding in the streets. They'd be burning down CVS pharmacies and old folks' home for no apparent reason and don't clean up anything after it.
Yeah. So what do you think about that, though? Do you does it bother you that the cartoonist left that in there, or is it is it not really that big of a deal?
Not to me. That's all they have is name calling. Where's the factual evidence to back that up? If he want to say F you Trump, it's just like calling Trump a racist. But eventually Muhammad Ali, Rosa Parks, Jesse Jackson, NAACP, and all the rest of these hypocrites didn't have nothing to say about him when he was giving out that money.
Nope.
So that non-starter issue is exactly it. Non-starter. He has helped more Black people and more homeless people. He have literally paid off people homes. He has look at Jennifer Hudson when her family died. He put her up in the Trump Hotel. So if Trump was as bad as he was, then why aren't we crashing and burning?
Okay, did he put up Jennifer? He put up her family in the Trump Hotel?
When her mother, brother, and nephew was murdered by her sister's ex-husband, Donald Trump stepped right in, handled everything. Okay.
I'm pretty sure, though, if they asked her to perform at the White House or something like that, she would say no.
I don't think so.
Really?
I think her mama raised her right. That man stepped.
Okay. Wasn't Hudson the one who refused to do like the Super Bowl or some other thing? No, I think didn't she refuse to do the inauguration?
No.
Who was that? Okay. Huh?
She was never asked. And trust me, I follow that. You learn a lot off TMZ. Don't ask.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I could swear, I could swear that
never heard Jennifer Hudson jump on that bandwagon of bashing Trump, but she can't. What's she gonna say? He left me out there in the cold? No, ma'am. He paid for you. He flew you to Trump Tower. He put you and your family up for almost a month. He paid for your mother's funeral, and you gonna slap him in the face? That's why she ain't saying nothing negative.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
You know what? Hate the man, love the man. He ain't new. It ain't like he just came on the scene yesterday. He fought against Florida when it came to his father and segregation. He's done more for historical Black colleges than Black folks have. So I'm sick of the racist thing. But that's all Democrats have, is when they fail or lose an argument, it always goes back to name calling. That's all they got. Emotion, not facts.
And a lot of that came up recently, by the way. A lot of that stuff came up recently because I remember growing up with hip hop and all. Like, Trump's been in rap videos, he's been in movies. So Hollywood was cool with him. The music industry was cool. Lots of people were cool with him, up until this thing.
When he's buying, everybody's cool, right?
Hey, a lot of people was cool with Obama until all of a sudden Hillary Clinton said the birther. He's not even an American. Hillary Clinton and her campaign started that, and they also started Trump is a racist. But of course, she's murdering people left and right all over the world, but nobody's saying anything about that either. So we still gonna come down to, and when is she going to jail?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let me see. Did you guys see this thing that I threw up here about New York? Upstate New York lawmaker proposes dividing New York into 2 states.
Slow clap.
You like that? You like that?
Just like California need to be split in 3.
No. Well, here's what I think. I think New York needs to live by the Constitution.
Yep.
Okay, you can't have New York City dictating policy for the rest of the entire state. The people in New York need to get rid of Cuomo instead of splitting up, or just float Manhattan out. That's all.
They need to break up the racket there. I thought they had rules against organized crime.
Thank you, Walter, because that's exactly. And now illegals have free college. Who's paying for that? Oh, the citizens of New York is good. Immigrants, those illegals getting everything for free now. What you getting? Oh, nothing. More tax.
Nothing. Sorry.
Yeah, split. But you got to remember, people are leaving out there in droves. Say he came, Cuomo started crying over the weekend because say your government has lost $2.3 billion in tax revenue. Oh, okay, well, lower the taxes.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of those people come down to Florida, and I hate to say it, but they can't kick that New York habit down here. They want to ban guns and everything.
It's a tough thing. Yeah, it's a tough thing if you don't know what you're about. It's a lot like people who come from other countries and they come to America because they want freedom, but then they want America to be like whatever crazy ass country
socialist
that they left. Yeah, you know,
like Central America and Mexico and everything else.
Yeah, absolutely. Unless you realize that, like me, you know, I came here with my family from another country, but I realized why my parents came here. You know,
it was brought to my attention during Trump's speech, and he forgot He mentioned everybody else in the whole country except all the white guys that got work too. A lot of white people went back to work too.
No, look, he did say the middle class.
Well, okay.
America's doing pretty good right now. That's why people aren't paying attention to what's happening with the Constitution in America.
Well,
you know, much less the Second Amendment.
Don't even pay attention to the Constitution in America.
Yeah.
Do they even read it? Is that like a mandatory class that when you're a freshman congressman or a freshman senator that you have to take an ethics class or a constitution based class at all? It should be a requirement. You should, before you throw your hat in the ring, you should be mandatory to learn exactly what the Bill of Rights is in the Constitution so you know what you're saying you're going to uphold and protect.
Yeah. By the way, Brian Quick says, why does it seem that Hank is from 3 different countries? I don't know. Because I moved. So just to clarify this, I was born in Guyana. I left there when I was 5. I went to live in England until I was 8. And then I went to live in Nigeria until I was 11. Then I came to America during that time that I was living in Nigeria. But I came to live in America from 11. And I'm like almost 47 at this point.
Is it mandatory that you have to move to England? Can't you just move from Africa to the United States? Because I know I do have a lot of African friends, and a lot of their family lives in England. They're like, where you going? I'm just going to see my family in England. And that's what I'm asking is, do you have to go to England before you come to America?
No, I would say no to that. But I think what happens is maybe people try to go there first. Like the reason why we moved to England, my dad went there to get his master's degree from Brunel. And my parents were born British citizens, but a few years before I was born, Guyana claimed its sovereignty, therefore gave up their claim. Like no one could be a citizen of England anymore, but my parents were born British citizens. But at the time we went, they weren't. So after he got his master's degree, he didn't want to stay there. And they were like, hell no, you have to get out. You know, you must leave. My sister was born there. They said you can put your daughter in an orphanage, but you guys have to go. That's why he went to Nigeria.
Wow.
He worked as a professor. And then we used to come to America on vacation. One year we came here on vacation with a visa and all that. Boom, we stayed. And then my dad applied for, you know, there was a company that he was working for that sponsored him, and we went through the whole process. And then we left America again to come back. And, you know, we got on that line. And we did everything we had to do. And while we were doing all that stuff, there were people that were getting amnesty and all that. And that's the reason why I believe that all of these different laws just need to get settled out so that there's one rule of how you immigrate to America.
That's not going to happen because this is one thing that's a stickler with me, and it's always going to stick out when it comes to WikiLeaks and the email drop from the DNC. They no longer care about the American citizen. They don't care about the poor. They don't care about the middle class because they would not be referring to the taco bowl as who they need to get next. They already got the black folks on lock. You know, if they get out of line, we'll put more money in their check. But let's have a taco bowl now. Nobody wants to talk about that. You just want to talk about the email. They're not mad that what's in the emails. They mad because the emails was hacked into.
Okay. Do you really think that they have black people on lock in America?
No,
or do you think that's changing?
I
Or, you know,
hope it's changing.
okay. Because I think there's more voices. There's more people like me and you out there, more people of color that are like, or, you know, I think before you had a lot of people that feel the way that we do, but would never say that publicly. And I think we're living in a world now where you have more of us that are getting out there and speaking our minds and saying, yeah, don't put me in this box,
Yeah,
you know, just because I'm black.
Coming after us, and you know who they are, the ones that attack us for our beliefs. We the Uncle Toms, the cracker lovers, the whatever name they could give us. And those are the ones that I can't stand. I can't stand the woke brothers and sisters out there. It's like, seriously, when did you wake up? Or because you regurgitating everything that you see on mainstream media.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, do you want to be free? If you want to be free, your freedom can't belong to someone else. You know, that's like, what was the Quentin Tarantino movie? I think it's Django. That's what just totally ended it for me with Quentin Tarantino as a filmmaker. Yeah, in that movie, the white guy says to Fox, what's his name, Jamie Foxx, like, I feel responsible for you because I freed you.
Pow, pow, pow.
Yeah, I think that's bullshit. I think you have to be, each man out there, black, white, wherever you are on the rainbow, on the spectrum, on whatever it is you're on, you are responsible for your freedom. That's why I put myself out there.
That is what the Democrats do to the black community every voting election time. Go in there, placate, blow smoke, pretend that they care, saying that we got you out of slavery when the Democrats was the ones that started slavery in the first place. But when this is 2019 and you down talking the black community saying we don't know where to go get ID at. We don't know how to fill out an application. We got to give them a leniency because they don't know no better. What? That's condescending right there.
Mm-hmm. Lucretia always say they use them like a Trojan. After the election, they're done with you. They throw you out the door.
Yeah, and then have us fighting amongst ourselves. But politicians are very good at dividing the nation. If people actually knew, and even the ones that only believe in 70% of the stuff I'm talking about, if 70% wake you up, then jump on my side and get fired up because they can't stop all of us.
Very well said. Well said. Okay. Well, did you want to add something to that, Walter?
No. That
make a statement there.
Took care of
it.
Yeah.
So I put up this. Did I post this? Judge sides with gun owners groups overrule Cincinnati's ban on bump stocks. Did you guys see that?
I did not see that. That is good.
Did you put it up?
I thought I did.
I saw it's up. It's up.
Yeah, it's up. Yeah, it's in the chat, in our internal chat, Lucretia, and in the other chat.
Every place that something like that happens, it builds what they call it, what precedents. Yeah, precedents.
Yeah. And that's not who you need to pay attention to. You need to be paying attention to John Roberts. That is the one that's going to be the sealer of your faith or not. Is John Roberts. You worrying about everybody else, but not John Roberts. He has the final say.
Yeah. So what do you think about John Roberts? Do you think these guys are really like conservatives?
Obamacare. No.
Yeah.
He's too much of a weenie. He's too much of a weenie.
Yeah.
That's the risk that we're running. You know, like, we think we're getting conservatives in there. Are we really getting conservatives?
We're not. Just like Kevin McCarthy is nowhere. He's more conservative than I am white. I'm gonna leave it just like that. Like, you're gonna put Kevin McCarthy as, oh Jesus, what's wrong with these people? He's a swamp monster. If you don't know who Kevin McCarthy is, he's a true swamp monster. And if you think Ryan, and I'm a Republican, and I'm telling you about the Republicans, it's not party over people with me. It's people over party. I see what they're doing. I do the research, and I get out there and I ring the alarm, but I can't do it on our own. Hank can't do it by himself, and Walk the Show can't, because ain't nobody finna listen to a white boy.
Thank you. See, now the white folk are the minorities now. So
y'all are. And you're being overtaken by Mexicans. We all see.
Well,
last year they came out and said that last year was the lowest birthing year on record. We're not producing enough.
Let's have more abortions.
They are, though.
That's pretty much what they're going for, unfortunately, and people are going along with that. So,
I mean, I know we like to still get it on, but it's just what happens as a result of that.
You know,
there's a lot of things happening that are taking away people's manhoods. I think there's a lot of that.
It's called those Beto O'Rourke type people. That's what.
Yeah.
That's taking over y'all manhood. Did you say that?
Huh?
Did you say there's people taking over y'all manhood? Because
there's people trying to do that. There's people trying to do that.
Oh my God, I didn't think I was gonna walk around a bunch of ass crybabies before. I thought men were supposed to be men. I grew up in the South around men. And y'all need to come on, man. I'm gonna need for y'all to protect yourselves. You cannot act on a daily basis and not say something. These people are attacking y'all left and right. They're literally killing off the young male species, and y'all not saying nothing. I'm gonna need my Marlboro men back. Damn, go take a shot of whiskey and come and talk to a sister. But y'all need to stand up for men. Where all these beta males walking around here? Y'all need some alphas.
Yeah. Can I say, you know, there's a lot of fake alphas and all that kind of stuff. Okay, Psycho 316 wants to know if you're hating on Mexicans now.
Did they do something to me? Because I call them out too. Who? Beto. Hell yeah, I can't stand him. Yeah, I'm hating on Mexicans. If you can't bring yourself over in the right way, don't bring yourself over here at all. We don't owe you nothing. You deserve nothing. If you was that great, then you make your own damn country great. We're trying to clean up our own mess. We don't need you to bring your mess over here either. We got Taco Bells on every other damn corner. So you need to stop that. Ain't no liberal crybaby right here.
So do you put all Mexicans in that category? Because I think there's do you put all Mexicans in that category?
Last time I look, I was a Republican. Only Democrats paint with a broad brush.
Okay, all right. Because there's by the way, there's lots of Mexicans out there that would agree with.
Yeah, I got
most.
5 of them.
I'm saying most,
and my cousin and my niece. So stop playing. Got a transgender in my family too, just in case somebody say she hates transgenders too. I'm just not bumping uglies with you.
Well, yeah.
Okay, all right, understood. I'm just clearing that up.
Until a Mexican step to me the wrong way, I try to love everybody, but I'm also the type of woman who will put you in your place. Don't play with me. So if I hate you, you will knows it, homeboy.
Yeah, I think that there's lots of people that you would not think agree with you out there, and they're people who immigrated to America. They're people that are of Latino descent. They're people who are gay. There's people who are transgender that agree with things that we're saying. You know, there's a lot of craziness going on in America.
If you took all the effort to get here legally and do everything the right way, and then somebody's doing it the wrong way and getting away with it, they're stealing from you.
And why? Yeah. Because I disagree, I gotta hate. When did disagreeing turn hatred?
Yeah, listen, right, exactly.
People are just asking questions. You're just clarifying. That's all
the mantra. If you disagree with any of these people, you're a hate monger, you're a homophobe, you're a racist, you're this, that, and the other. It's like, no, I ain't.
No, I'm not, because I voiced my opinion and I disagree with you. It's called unfiltered thought. Get out.
They automatically start calling names because they got nothing to back it, to argue with. So
yeah, I don't use Gillette. A best a man can get. That's okay. That is okay. I don't use Gillette.
Yeah, no, okay.
Club here.
All right. Good. Okay.
I mean, I don't have.
I'm just. Go ahead, Walter.
I don't have to agree with you, and I don't have to like you, but I'm not. I'm not going to start screaming at the top of my lungs calling you names.
Thank you. Or shove and use MaxiPad in your face. Who does that? The Democrats.
Or throw a poop or bottles of urine and stuff like that.
No. Somebody would throat punch.
Don't shove anything in my face uninvited. It's not going to
be. Don't be banging on a drum walking towards me.
Oh yeah,
it's going to come up on the back of my neck. You ain't gonna get that close to me.
That kid actually handled himself very well, because that person, I won't use any bad terms, deserved a punch in the face.
Oh my God, you broke the rest of his teeth. He ain't got
both. Send him back to anyway.
And his breath stink. Oh my God, that Indian looked like his breath was straight funky. Just 2 teeth up top. Just come on, dude. Sometimes don't. And if you've ever been to the Lincoln Memorial, he walked a long way to get to those boys. He just didn't just, I saw the video. He was halfway in the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. Those boys was over there waiting to get on a bus. And if you ever been to Lincoln Memorial, you have to literally walk to get to where those boys was.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on there. Perspective is, perspective is a very important thing in lots of issues.
A lot of propaganda.
Yeah, that's the thing here. That's the reason why I'm trying to get like people's comments to you, Lucretia, and have you respond to people. Most of the people who are, we have some people who aren't usually in the chat here right now. I can see it, but most of the folks here in this chat, you know, they're here with us all the time. These are gun guys. These are Americans. You know, they care about the Constitution, all that kind of stuff. We're all on the same page.
Flopping, what is it? Flopping garbage, honey. You can go ahead and silhouette me every day. You know what? Flattery will get you everywhere. Even a free T-shirt hit my inbox.
Okay, so now you have to read what Flopping Garbage said to you.
He said I was pretty. I was pretty.
Okay, so
and the best a man can get.
That's all it takes. Huh?
I was pretty, and a Long Island iced tea, top shelf.
Okay, that's all it takes, I guess. Yeah. So Flopping Garbage. Here's his comment for people who are listening to this on audio. He says, "But I see a pretty black woman. That is the best a man can get."
Aww.
And he does the winky face and the thumbs ups along with that.
And Valentine's Day 2 days away. Oh, thank you, early. Thank you for the early.
Boy. Okay, listen, Valentine's Day is bullshit. Okay, that's where I'm going to disagree with you.
You better give Lola something. She better wake up to something.
Valentine's Day is a manifestation of the man trying to control you. It's another taxation. That's
without
bullshit. You want to talk about?
That is the day that women clink their legs closed if they don't get nothing for that day. She better have a bouquet of roses. Okay, you need to rub in her feet.
You're gonna be facing the desert if you don't.
Let me just explain something to you. Every day is freaking Valentine's Day around here. Okay, every day should be Valentine's Day. Don't pick one day to show someone that you love them. Show them that you love them every day. Every day you should show your love.
This is like a Hallmark interview or what? You've been sponsored by Hallmark. Dude, stop. No. Sometimes people want to, y'all grounded. No. You know what, Hank?
I am not. I refuse. I refuse. That's where I'm going to put my foot down, Lucretia. I refuse to celebrate Valentine's Day. That's bullshit.
You're grounded.
Okay, does anyone agree with me out there that Valentine's Day is bullshit? Can I get some? Can I get some love? Rodney Brady says facts. Rodney. What?
They better not co-sign with that.
Yes, Rodney Brady says facts. Let me see who else is going to come. Kathleen Music Lover says I'm triggered. Len Holt says it's a made-up holiday. It's a made-up holiday. Damn it.
Well, don't start that because there's lots of
as hell. All y'all men out there talking about it's a made-up holiday. Y'all single. Y'all ain't getting none at night.
David Cardinal says, wait, hold on a second. There's a lot of comments. David Cardinal says Valentine's Day is bullshit 100%. And you said right there on your wall says no more bullshit, Lucretia. Valentine's Day is bullshit. Okay. You know what was Valentine's Day for you, Lucretia? When that gentleman was cozying up next to your sweaty butt cheeks. Okay, that was your freaking Valentine's Day right there, baby.
You know what? I'm not expecting anything for Valentine's Day. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. And actually, what I'm planning on doing is once I do my show, there'll be a candle that I'm gonna be burning all night, and that is for the murdered babies. So that's how I'm celebrating Valentine's Day. I'm lighting a candle. I'm saying a prayer. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Gunfather says Valentine's Day was created by Hallmark, but my wife still requires flowers.
Good husband. Good husband.
Let me just say.
He said she requires it. Whatever. And Lions of Judah says, "Amen, Hank."
Look at all these.
Say this.
Y'all go ahead then.
John Gillian says, "Yes, Valentine's Day is BS." Rick Hunter says, "The beautiful women are always right." Shut, Hank.
Lola listening. You just Lola. I got you, girl.
Yeah, Tim says his partner is a Jehovah's Witness. She doesn't celebrate anything. Best financial decision I ever made.
Is that why you got married? Shame on you. stingy.
Amen. Amen, brother. Amen, brother.
That's a cheap date.
That's a sensible woman, Walter.
That's a cheap date.
Sensible woman.
Somebody said they got married on Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Fallback Productions. Is that you? Fallback Productions.
That's that's Dave. That's my fiance back there.
That's your fiance. He says, okay, Lucretia's fiance says, it's made up, but Lucretia and I are still celebrating. Damn.
Well, yeah.
You know what, Lucretia?
Every chance you get, right?
Lucretia, you have enslaved this. You have enslaved this man. You've enslaved him. Okay, that's just not free. Free him, Lucretia. Free him. Let me ask you a question. What are the ladies out there on Valentine's Day thinking what they're gonna do for us? Don't ask what we're gonna do for you. Ask what you're gonna do for us on Valentine's Day.
Sounds like a political
thing. Something planned, but I'm still not saying he'll be very, very, very happy, and it has a lot to do with him and her, KY Jelly.
Yeah, and
there won't be no desert there. I can tell you that right now.
I'm sorry, people out there watching.
There'll be some slipping and sliding.
Okay.
Oh, or Hank would say that'd be lubricious.
Ed Diesel Vision says my wife said I have to disagree. There's a lot of
Fallback Productions.
Yeah, okay. Fallback Productions knows why he's going along with this.
Yeah, he don't have a choice.
He's got a plan. He's got a plan.
You know what? If he takes me out to dinner and that's just a little sports bar I like to go to, even if he takes me to the sports bar and we sit there and play some what is it? Texas Hold'em. I'm happy. I love No Limit Texas Hold'em.
Okay.
That's a great Valentine's Day gift.
Mr. America says slip and slide.
Yes, he's gonna like it. He's gonna enjoy it. It's like Boss Hog. It is not getting X-rated. What's up? What's going on?
Okay, let me just tell you, ladies out there, if you have a real man on Valentine's Day, you better appreciate the shit out of that. You better appreciate that you have a real man. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Don't make a mistake.
And also to the guys out there, if you don't appreciate that other person, I don't wait for Lola's birthday or for Christmas or for Valentine's Day. So I'm not saying that you can't, be nice or whatever, but a lot of that stuff is just made up things that people do. So that's all I'm saying to you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you don't know that I love you on Valentine's Day, me going and buying some candy and flowers and all that, and trying to be nice, that's not going to make it better.
No. And
that's not going to make it better.
Valentine's Day are for single people. Yeah, I said. Yeah. I don't really need anything for Valentine's Day. He showed me he loves me every day. So I'm happy with that. But I still want to go play some No Limit Texas Hold'em.
Yeah. Atomic Bull says nothing says love better than KY Jelly.
Dude, have you tried it without? I'm just saying that sometimes it don't work. And ain't nobody trying to hurt.
God gave you KY Jelly. It's called spit. And then, I'm just gonna leave it there.
You too, Jill.
That reminds me of a tattoo I saw once.
Put that on a t-shirt. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Let's call a truce on the Valentine's Day thing. By the way, we're gonna be on the air on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's just another day.
We're going to be doing this show on Valentine's Day. We're going to kick this. I don't know, Walter, you're probably going to be off. I don't know. You'll be taking care of Peggy.
I might take care of business.
Yeah. Get that KY Jelly. Get the flavored one. Get the flavored.
Down after that. Oh, hell no. You trying no, Lord. My mind go left. You know what? Hank, shame on you.
Shame on me now? Shame on me. Okay, fine. Whatever. Whatever. Nothing says love like spit.
Somebody said spit it and hit it. You know what?
Okay. So speaking of KY Jelly, here, you know what? I'm gonna throw up this. There. Did you guys see that Dick's Sporting Goods was in the news again? Dick's.
What did Dick's do?
Yeah, it's getting harder out there. Dicks is getting harder.
Dick is not getting hard anymore.
Soul searching after Parkland. Dick's CEO embraces tougher stance on guns.
Yeah, so Dick's is doubling down on their anti-gun.
Well, they'll be closed by this time next year.
They already closing 35 stores.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soul searching after Parkland. Dick's CEO embraces tougher stance on guns. That's the headline. Almost 9 months after the Parkland shooting, Ed Stack. So Stack is the CEO of Dick's. Dick Stacks. So the CEO of Dick's Sporting Goods stood up in an audience of New York Times conference. He got up to talk about restricting gun sales at his stores. He had done it many times before, but this time he got personal. I'm embarrassed to say I'm viewed as a relatively tough guy, Stack said. I wouldn't characterize myself as a crier. And that weekend, I watched those kids and I watched those parents, and I hadn't cried as much since my mother passed away.
What was he guilty about?
Basically, this guy,
what is he so guilty of?
I think, what I think, what I think it is? I think there's lots of people running gun companies. We have this conversation all the time. And, I think that there's a lot of guys running these gun companies and they're not really gun guys.
Well, Dick's is not a gun company. But
yeah, they don't really believe. Well, no, they're not. But they don't really believe in the Second Amendment. They don't really believe in freedom. They're just selling things to make money. And I think that that's the same thing here with Dick's. Although they don't manufacture guns, they've sold a lot of guns. And now they're feeling guilty about something. But guilty about what? The guns that they've sold have fed a lot of families. There's a lot of children that are living in the world.
The police to stand down. It was Israel that did that. It's just another tactic to have control over us, and a tactic to make sure that we'll never be able to protect ourselves. So that's like I keep saying, the only reason why the United States government has not overtaken us or any foreign entity is because of the Second Amendment. That's why they want to get rid of it.
Yeah, I think these people, they're like, it's so insane what's going on that they don't realize, okay, human beings are destructive. Human beings that are broken and want to hurt other human beings are going to use anything. So if you're going to start feeling guilty, why are you manufacturing cars, airplanes? Why are you making hammers?
Okay, Cortez, we're going to need for you to hush because I ain't flying in a pterodactyl.
Yeah. So, and the thing is like, look at all the people that go get stuff from stores like that, and they go hunting, they feed their families, the people that buy things there and protect their families, all the people that have defended their homes and their families from like home invasion and all kinds of different crimes out there in the world. You feel bad about that? You feel bad about that? And at the same time, how bad, like we talked about in the beginning, how bad do you feel about all the abortions, all the genocide that's taking place, that women are doing? Women are killing, mothers are killing their own children every year. How bad do you feel about that? That's the question I would ask that guy. I can't wait for Dick's to just go out of business.
They will.
Which is happening.
It is.
Yeah.
Only matter of time.
Toys R Us, this dick gonna be gone.
Yeah,
his dick could be long gone.
Yeah, Dick's is going out of business, and Dick's are going out of business too. People.
Dickless, so I wouldn't even worry about it.
I can't wait till we're never mind Dickless. It just keeps going. I can't stop.
Yeah. Yeah, but
you ain't gonna never have me back on here.
virtue signaling is getting really bad, man. It's horrible. It's horrible what's happening. But I think there's a lot of companies out there that don't really believe. If you don't believe, just get out of the business. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Get out of it if you don't believe.
Shut it down.
Yeah.
Hey, I second that.
Well, Lucretia, let me tell you what's going on with myself. I'm waiting on getting some news from ATF about selling something I've been selling since 2004, and 3/4 of my income stopped when I got this letter from ATF. But I'm all for the government being shut down, even though.
What did they say you did private gun sales?
No.
I make an upper that goes on top of an AR-15 lower, and it lets you shoot 50 BMG, big 50 caliber rounds, big ones.
Yeah, they coming after you.
So don't be so negative.
What? Be like danger. I don't get it. We see the people. Well, it's like government buying 1 trillion rounds of ammunition, but we can't have none.
Well, yeah. Well, I got this letter that said that my upper, which is not a gun, might be a gun. So we stopped selling them. until we.
Yeah, they want the upper, like the lower that it goes on that makes it functional is already serialized. Now they want the upper to also be serialized.
Right. So we're waiting on a determination from them, which was supposed to happen probably before Christmas, but the government went on holiday before Christmas.
And they were shut down, remember? They were shut down. It wasn't a holiday.
Oh, no, I'm being facetious.
Oh.
Yeah, they went on holiday for a month. And now it looks like they might go on holiday again on Friday. So,
do you guys think we're going to get a shutdown? I mean, it looks like there was some kind of deal that was pushed forward.
Yeah, some of the money for the wall, but not all the money for the wall.
Yeah, maybe like $1.5 billion.
They offered $1.7 billion in December. Then they offering $1.3 billion. That's a smack in the face to every American citizen when you're giving away $116 billion. You know what? Shut it down. And it's on the Democrats this time.
So do you think that Trump's going to take that deal, or he's going to say no to the deal?
He already said no. He said it wasn't good enough. And he said it today. It ain't good enough. At least they at the table. Remember, they wouldn't go to the table at all. So they know everybody's watching, and they know they're going to take that downfall. That's all the Democrats need is to get this shut down. They just proved that 800,000 people don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. And the Democrats just playing their hand. They like fodder for 2020.
Yeah. So you're saying he's not going to take this deal? Okay. So go ahead.
I think everybody should send the Democrats a bottle of KY and said yourself.
They already got it. You remember during the shutdown, Pornhub went up like 25% in Washington, D.C.
Really?
Y'all didn't hear that? Oh my God. I'm sorry. I talk about stuff.
Yeah, hit us with that stat again. Yeah, what was that stat, Lucretia?
I'm doing it now. Pornhub in Washington, D.C. That's all you got to type in.
During the shutdown? It was down.
Spikes during shutdown. Spikes during shutdown. He's about shut. Whatever.
Everybody's waiting for the question.
Okay.
Patiently waiting.
Report spike in DC viewership during shutdown. Here it is. I'm putting it up. What?
Well, it was shut down for a minute, then it was shut right back up. Swing.
Yeah.
Here is the article of all the horny pervs in Washington.
Atomic Bull says Trump will fold. I don't know. I think that he's probably going to take that funding. You know, I have a feeling that he will take that. How long is the deal for? The deal that they're making, is it like, this is just for a couple of months, right?
No, I think it's 55 miles of wall, but there should be no permanent barriers. He cannot use the 1.3 billion as any form of barrier, physical barrier whatsoever. And that's why he ain't taking it. You ain't giving stipulations like that. You don't run nothing. You run the purse strings, but we see that already.
Yeah. So why not just like declare a state of emergency and fund it and make it happen?
Hey, if he have to, make him. Let him do it.
Mm-hmm.
It is our security. That is the very first thing all of them are supposed to do, is protect us from foreign and domestic entities, and they're not. So President Trump, you signed up for the job to protect our national security, then you do it, because we already see they don't know what a C mean in the first place. They don't know what that means to be certified or be even confidential. So if the Democrats are not going to protect us from other foreign invaders, and that's an invasion when you have tens of millions of people flooding our nation. And there's an article that came out over the weekend, 5 million more are headed this way by December. Somebody better put a stop to that, because that's an invasion. 5 million men marching across your border. You ain't declaring war.
So then why? Yeah. So why keep messing around? Just declare a state of emergency and fund this damn thing and move the hell on.
They do, because the Congress ain't gonna do a diddly squat. The president gonna have to do something, and he needs to. Did you not see the typhoid? Did you not?
The diseases. Yeah.
Come on, it's a strain all the way across society. And they're trying to make it a racist thing. It's a strain on everything. Talk to teachers in classrooms. You'll see it everywhere.
Drugs and drunk drivers and illegal people working illegally, taking jobs away from legal people.
Yeah. So Brick says this. He says and I believe he is referring to Trump. He says he also pledged to uphold the Constitution. But we see how that's working out.
Okay, well, tell me what the hell he's done against the Constitution of the United States. You need to break that down. If you finna spit that out there, you better show me an article. You better give me a subsection of something before you sit here and say he's done something unconstitutional. Now,
when he said forget about due process, that's one thing I could tell you. Remember that?
Did he? Who went to jail? Who was in court?
Okay, so you're saying he didn't actually do it, he just said it.
At least the Obama administration and Hillary Clinton actually damn did it. And you talking about the Constitution of the United States of a wannabe, could have, maybe it might happen when you got the evidence already against the biggest crime family and the biggest crime organization of the world, under Barack Hussein Obama. You raped nations worldwide. And then let's not even get on Hades.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yo, stop playing with the Constitution if you don't know what it means.
Okay, all right. Now I'm just gonna put this in a different direction. Lucretia, Florida Gun says, wow, I just tuned in and saw Lucretia and her Trump 2020 banner and flags and decor. He has a question. Are you single?
No, I'm not single.
Yeah. Do you believe in polygamy?
I believe not burning in hell. How about that?
Oh, there you go.
Okay, the good answer.
There you go.
I take my vows very seriously. That's why I was married for 13 years before, because I didn't know how to let go. Boom.
Yeah, Nico Ghost Gunner says he is the head. I believe he's talking about Trump once again. He is the head of the military, so he can order the Army Corps of Engineers to build barriers and take the cost of out of the DoD budget that has already been funded. What do you think about that? What do you say to that? Walter says,
good.
You say
completely legal.
Completely legal, Walter, right?
And bump stop ban. You must ain't been on. That was struck down. It has to go through the court system. I can't believe I have to tell people this, but I guess I have to tell people this. Well, they say they're gonna get rid of bump stocks. Well, they gotta go through the court system first. Stock up. What the hell? That's just like you saying, well, they ain't gonna never come take my gun. Yeah, not until you go down and get that psych eval, just in case you want to go to your doctor. But you let Florida go ahead and sweep that under law. You crying about that? Or did you know Florida put that on the books last year? Oh, you didn't, but you worried about bump stocks. Stop playing.
Okay, go ahead.
Literally taking away your Second Amendment right behind the door. You sit here worrying about accessories to the fact. You ain't going out there buying a tank. I don't hear you crying about a damn tank.
Tank.
I do. Yes, I do want to buy tanks. Just FYI. For anyone. Yes, I want tanks, attack helicopters, nuclear missiles.
I do tanks, Lucretia. I do tanks.
Yeah.
You got one in your backyard.
I got an armored personnel carrier on the side of the wall here.
What did you have to do to get it?
I just went and gave something
to the car dealership and pick it up.
I bought it from some guy in Ocala.
Register with the federal government. See how fast your door.
It's all good. It's all good.
And I'm ignorant. Kiss my grits. You kiss my ass on top of that, Mr. Troll Man. You don't have an idea who I am. 316. Honey, don't play me. The only thing that sounds ignorant is your comments on this post. You are in a group and you're listening to some very well intelligent individuals. The only person that's making Hank look stupid is nobody. You doing a good job of making your own self look ignorant as hell just by your comments. Reread what you type before you try to attack anybody like me.
Yeah, I'm not sure where someone says it's making me look stupid. I could do that. I could do that all on my own. But what we're doing is letting you speak your mind. Your mind, your opinion on things is your mind and your opinions on things. So, I know. Look, listen. Whenever Lucretia comes on, there's always these things going back and forward. But what we're trying to do,
called you out. I'm the new breed of the Republican and Conservative Party. I'm not meek and mild by a long shot. So until you come up against somebody like me, you might want to stay behind your computer screen, because I'm not finna play with the freedom of my country nor my grandchildren for idiots like you. At least I have the wherewithal to get on the front line while you stand behind in your mother's basement.
Okay. All right. So, you know what? I need to, in the future, when I get Lucretia on, I need to figure out, let some other people come on here, and I think it'll be nice to actually see the people, Like, let them have an opportunity to talk face to face, so to speak. You know, if not person to person, face to face to Lucretia.
I'm not worried about bump stocks. Here's somebody. I'm very worried about bump stocks. And you can pick and choose what you're worried about with the Second Amendment. I'll take guns first, due process later. Then why aren't you concerned about the red flag laws? Why aren't you concerned about these doctors asking children, do your parents have guns in their house? Why aren't you more worried about dentists trying to figure out how many weapons you have in your home? And you worrying about bump stocks. They're taking away behind the scenes. And we're trying to tell you, if you go try to act crazy, if you have any kind of mental illness, guess what's going to happen? They're going to take your Second Amendment away. If you want that free marijuana card, guess what? You get no right to guns. That is what they're doing to you. And these laws have already dried around the United States. And you're worrying about bump stocks.
I think here's what I think, Lucretia. I think we need to worry about everything. Now, all of us can't fight on all fronts at the same time. But I think we need to worry about all the things that are coming at us, because it's all these little things are chipping away at little things. So I believe, or chipping away at the whole, right? And when we turn around, we think, oh, we just lost this little thing over here. We lost this little thing. I think we need to fight and push back against all these things. And, you know, everyone has to play a part in that, because one person can't fight every battle.
When I choose to carry, I carry openly. I ain't hiding my gun from no damn body. I've already did my background check. I've already did everything I'm supposed to do legally by law. So no, if I'm going to carry a gun, you're going to see it. Ain't no second guessing when it comes to me. Either you're going to be like, ooh, stay away from her, or ooh, stay away from her. You ain't got two choices when it comes to me. I'm protecting me and mine first. And if, like I said, the hair comes up right here, be prepared, fight or flight. I'm not flying or running from any man. I'm standing my ground.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Brian White asks if you conceal carry in the shower. So, do you care to answer that one?
Or if he chooses to take a shower, because I smell his dusty ass from here. Quit being thirsty.
Okay.
Man.
Okay, let me just tell you, some of these, Lucretia, some of these comments are perspective. Like, you could read a comment and you think it's negative, but it's not necessarily negative. You know, some people are just being a little cheeky with you because they like you.
No.
Huh?
No.
What?
I'm straight out and forward. You ain't figured that out yet. You get what you see. You see what you get. No filter. Don't filter with me. I don't do dumbasses. And I don't read between the lines. If you got something to say it plainly. Okay.
All right. Okay. So, all right. Let's see. What else do we have? Actually, we're over the 9 o'clock hour. I don't know.
Once you've been a conservative Black woman, you get a tough skin. And I don't take no crap from anybody. I've had my life threatened. I've been called every name out of the book. I no longer deal with that. You come after me, I'm coming after you, and I snap back harder. Don't play with me. I am no longer going to cower behind my house because I'm afraid somebody attacking me for what I have on, or how I speak, or who I stand up for. And I stand up for God, family, country. And if you don't like it, that has nothing to do with me. So when you've been attacked for what you believe in and who you stand up for, sooner or later, you get tired of playing with cowards.
Okay. Understood. Dallas Purcell, I'm gonna let you answer this last question here, and then we'll wrap it up. Dallas Purcell wants to know, Lucretia, what's your favorite Bible verse?
John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, and whoever should believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Also, Romans 10:9 and 10. Boom. Anything else? Because there's only one person that saved me from all sin, and his name is Jesus Christ.
Amen. Amen. Bio Review says, oh, conservative Black woman, that sounds like wifey. He wants to know if you're single. There's gonna be let me. Okay, listen, we got to wrap it up. But here's the thing, Lucretia. Can you tell the folks right now who want to continue this conversation with you how they can continue this conversation? Where can they find you? How can they get in touch with you, follow you, etc.? I do show twice a night at 6 o'clock and at 9 o'clock on YouTube, Facebook, Roku, Fire Sticks. It's Lucretia World, my point of view. Raw, rugged, and real. What you got here, you probably get a little stronger. You can also look for the t-shirts. It's at libbysouls.net. But right when I hang up with Hank, I'm going to go on my show. Yeah, so you guys can go over there and have at it. Have at it and be like, you know.
See, I'm trying to be very cute here. You really want to get me started? Come on.
Oh, so this was the tamper down you. This was the tamper down.
This is the good me. Come on over and talk crap over there and see what happens. You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry, little boy.
Okay. All right, cool. So just one more time, how can they find you again?
Lucretia Hughes on Facebook and YouTube. That's where you'll find me. I am who I am. Either you love me or you hate me, but you'll never get in my way and you're not going to stop me.
Yeah, it's Lucretia Hughes. Do you want to spell that out for people out there?
They better look to the left. There is. You done told them who I am.
Yeah. Hughes as in Hughes aircraft, right?
Yeah, Lucretia Hughes.
Yeah.
Lucretia Hughes.
Yeah, you'll find it.
Look down. All y'all got to do is sit there and look down. It says, will Trump be elected second term with Lucretia Hughes? Right, bam. Look down, people.
Boom.
Yeah, you guys will. Trust me, you will be able to find it. Okay, Walter, what do you want to tell the folks before we get out of here?
I'm glad this is over with. I'm just kidding. I had fun.
Yeah, you had fun. Okay, good. Okay, I hope you guys have fun. I know it got wild and crazy, hot and spicy up in here and all that.
Lubricious,
kind of stuff.
it did. Lubricious.
Yeah, got lubricious at certain points or whatever. But, you know, Lucretia, we appreciate you coming on, bringing your point of view and all that kind of stuff. You know, listen, I think ultimately there's lots of things that we all agree on here, and we need to focus on that and move forward.
You know what? I'm focused on God, family, country, no matter who's sitting in the White House. Yeah.
And Red Bear says Hughes, like the Hughes Amendment. That's how you can find. Yeah, and you can Google. You can. No,
you can say it like this. Her last name is Hughes because she got some cojones and they huge.
Yeah, she's got cojones. They're just up on her. Her cojones are not down there. They're up here. She's not transitioning or anything like that. Just, you know what? Let's stop this.
Let's leave that alone.
Sorry, Lola. Love you, girl.
Yeah, let's end it. Lucretia, thanks so much for coming on. Walter, thanks for being here. Thanks to everyone out there. Hopefully, I'll see you guys again tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Oh, I think we have Skip Tactical coming on. Young Black woman that's a trainer here in Florida, and she's in the Air Force. I think you guys will enjoy that conversation. She's coming on tomorrow. You can find her on social media and everything else, Skip Tactical, to check that out. Of course, we're going to be here Thursday. That's Valentine's Day. We're going to be right here I'm going to be here with the people who I love, you guys.
All right.
And Lola. You're in trouble. All right, we're out of here. I'll see you.
Bye. Bye.